commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies.
Hampton League Live. Welcome to your live coverage of the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, right here on Streamer, Australia's premier community sports streaming platform. The best coverage of local footy and netball on the Great South Coast starts now. For Warrnambool Nissan, Baitness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool East and Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool. This is the 3YBFM Hampton League Live Match of the Day, live and free on Streamer.
Just at Bouncedown Reed Oval, our destination, the Warrnambool Blues taking on the Portland Tigers. We're just finishing the ceremonial element of the Kokoda match. It is the last post being played by the local representative from the Warrnambool Salvation Army, and both clubs have been great in their attention and celebration of those that have fought for us and were part of that 39th Battalion. So a great initiative by the Warrnambool Football and Netball Club. So we're not far away from Bouncedown. Has been an early start, all thanks around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire up at the Lura Oval. So we're going to start, we'll be about 15 minutes behind that game up there. But I'll tell you what, boys, good start by the Camperdown Magpies. They are currently leading 2 straight 12 to 117 early on in the first quarter up at the Lura. So I reckon this one's going to come down to the wire.
Yeah, possibly, but I think you'd think the Roosters would prevail, but I think they'll earn their 4 points down there today for sure.
Absolutely. So, player you're looking forward to watching today, Tildy, from both sides?
Putting on the hop a little bit, but I want to see Ballantyne. I've never seen him play before, and I guess to the Blues, I'm a bit of a fan. Not a bit of a fan. I've always been a fan of Jackson Bell. I like watching him play footy, and just added an extra dimension of his game, both half back this year.
What about you, Poss? Who's a couple of players that you love to watch?
I love Jeffy Garlett. Hilly, I love him. He's a ripper and a good fella too.
Yeah.
And real nippy little forward. And
wouldn't it be exciting if you could light up the Reed Oval today inside forward 50?
Yeah, and Huppets and also Jennings and also Daniel Jackson. Huppets and Jennings are very similar the way they play.
Yep,
they're really good players. And Austin Steer's really good for the Blues off half back. I like Big Dan Weymouth too. Geez, it does an enormous job every week in the ruck. And
been a good player for a long time for the Blues.
This should be a ripping game, I reckon. I reckon it deserves. It's exactly where it deserves to be. Fourth versus fifth, and a fair bit at stake. So really, it's a qualifying final. I think
there's a lot on the line, Poss.
Yeah, a lot on the line, but I reckon it'll be a beauty.
And the other guy who I think probably doesn't get the accolades he deserves at the Blues, I think he's a really promising young player, Angus Lowe.
Oh, I couldn't agree more.
Love pretty hard at the footy. You know what you're going to get out of him every week.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. I think he's had a terrific season. He's playing that tough spot where they haven't had that big key forward, if you know what I mean. So he's sort of playing that second, third forward and getting a really good defender. But, he's been terrific, Angus Lowe, and gives him a real good focal point.
Someone, Hilly, if you got caught on a wet track in a final, could be very vitally important to your outcome for your team. Yeah, just strikes him as a really good wet weather player.
What about you, Blackie? Is a player or two, one from the Blues and one from the Tigers that you're looking forward to seeing about how they go about it today?
Yeah, definitely Ballantyne. I haven't seen him play, number 13. Played VFL Geelong, big raps on him. We had a pretty good year with Geelong. Also, good to see Moody back in the side and Lockie Hubbard's their coach. So, look, they'll be up and about, that's for sure. Whether they can sustain that for a long period of time, we know how good Tildy spoke about Austin Steer and Jackson Bell off the half-back line. And their kids like, Reggie Mast, the Radley boys, really good. Manan's been really good also. So, just an overall performance. I'm glad to see the Mitch Bitmaid back in the side. Liam Bitmaid was good last time we were here, got best on ground, won the Matthews Petroleum. So looking forward to the contest, and looking forward to see how Portland get it in their side inside the forward 50. As Tildy said, big ground will suit them. They like the spread, they like to play on at all costs. So I'm looking forward to a good game of footy.
Tildy, how do you reckon they're going to use Malcolm and Oakley? Do you think that they'll have a fair bit of time each in the ruck, or will Malcolm predominantly do it and Oakley just give him a bit of a chop out? Because they may have a slight advantage there over Warrnambool in that area, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's probably going to even itself out. I think both sides have got a couple of true ruckmen. I think Malcolm and Oakley might rotate off interchange. I think that they've bought a young guy in who plays ruck forward too as well.
Yeah, as Juzzy said, Fink will probably play more forward, so he gives him a big target.
And the other target I think they've brought in forward is Will Hunter.
Yep.
Yeah, I was impressed with his game. Remember we covered the game North Warrnambool and Portland out of Bush earlier in the year.
Yeah.
I thought he played well that day,
Yeah.
and I think he's been in the reserves for a while, so he deserves his opportunity. He's not a bad player.
Yeah, absolutely. Sort of that, they're probably
body on body, one-on-one mark.
190 centimetre, can kick and mark the footy, and I guess it's a matter of how good your supply is going to be.
It is, and sometimes when someone gets injured, it just opens up an opportunity and gives someone a bit of a go, and sometimes you can grab it with both hands, and what a time of year to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just looking forward to seeing how Portland adjust to playing on the Reed Oval. Obviously, they play on it once a year, and this is obviously the ground where the grand final will be, and just to play on that big wide open expanses, I think it'll certainly suit their game style, but I reckon they've just got to be careful. When we watched them against South Warrnambool there maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago, I felt like they were just trying to switch the footy too much, and that allowed South to push numbers back just to block up those zones where they could get that free player. So listen, they're going to switch the footy, but I think they've just got to be better with their timing.
Well, if they're going to play finals, it's probably D-Day for them to claim a scalp, isn't it? A big scalp. I think that they play Warrnambool here, and I think they've got the Roosters later in the season to come. They need to claim a big scalp. You would think if they win today, Portland, they're going to play finals.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So the grand finals at the Reed, Hilly. That's just been announced. But
there's no secret.
Yeah.
So this
I'm only
ground,
being facetious.
Yeah, I know.
Tildy, this ground probably a bit similar to Portland, Hamlin Park, is it? Or probably not as wide. This is wider.
I've got to be honest, Blake, it was a ground I could never get my head around over at Portland when they come into the league. I used to think they had a unique home ground advantage over there.
Yeah.
And I remember the first year they came in the league, the Blues were travelling pretty well, and May race week we headed over to Portland, and that was all she wrote. It wasn't good, but I just think I think we spoke about it earlier in the broadcast that the game, the way they play the ground and the way they play their game style, Portland, this big ground should suit them. Yeah, it definitely should.
And one guy we haven't spoke about is the young centre half back, Charlie Piergross. He's had a great year also.
Terrific kid, and just thirst for it.
Played in the league, Hilly?
Yeah, played in the league and did a pretty good job.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. No, he's a nice kid, and he's passionate and keen. And I think that game we saw at Camperdown, he was terrific.
He was.
He's got that ability to be able to peel off, read the play really well, and take some of those intercept marks. And I think that's a real feature of his game, and can back it up with good skills.
Yeah, and you throw Blackney Noda and Moody in there. Yeah, you've got a bit of aerial presence down in your back 50. And Proctor's a tall player too, isn't he?
Yep, Proctor and Edwards. So they've got a good blend of, a bit of height, some run, some carry, and Blackney Noda. Don't be deceived by him. He's got some wheels. Don't you worry about that. For a tall player, he's got himself fit. He's quick. He uses the footy well. He's as good as a rebound defender as well.
Played a big game the day we covered that game against North Warrnambool at Bushfield. And, let's be honest, on a day like today, there's no excuses for Portland. If they're going to claim a scalp, today's the day on this big deck, good conditions.
So we're just in the process of both sides just finishing up their warm-up. Obviously, just the presentation and the ceremony of the Kokoda match just going a little bit extra time. So sides are just getting warmed up.
We might be on OT tonight, boys.
We might be on OT. That's absolutely for sure. And hey, boys, I just wanted to say it as well. I know we obviously Hampton League Live, but a great announcement for the Hampton Football Netball League during the week as well with our Open Netball Grand Final. We've got one of Australia's leading netball umpires coming down to officiate, Michelle Pippard. So for those that sort of know Michelle, umpired at 4 World Cups, 4 Commonwealth Games. She's umpired over 100 international matches. She is as high as quality as umpire we've seen in Australia for a long time. And we're going to have her here grand final day with another great umpire in Kate Mancini. So to get the calibre of umpires to come and officiate now premier grand final, now we're really proud and great to have a couple of really good officiators coming down and being a part of it.
Now on the netball, Hilly, I must say I don't focus too much on the netball, but is the competition as even as a football?
Absolutely. So at the moment, you've got your top 4 sides that are sitting in there comfortably, and there could be a little bit of change, but I don't know whether it all depend on results. But still a bit of a fight for 5th position. So Camperdown are a game ahead of Portland. Both have tough games today. Could potentially come down to when they play each other next week on who might get that 5th position. But as it stands, Warrnambool, standout season so far. They've recruited well. They've got a really nice blend. South Warrnambool are still in strong contention. They're as good as anyone. You've got Koroyd, who have got a young side that have got a couple of young guns in Indy O'Connor and Shelby O'Sullivan, who have had great seasons. And then you've got Cobden, who have got a couple of good players coming back, or that have come back this year. Sophie Hinkley, Sarah Moroney and Remy McCann, who are all quality netballers. So I think it's as open as what the football is, to be brutally honest. And yeah, at the moment, I think Warrnambool's leading the charge. They're on top of the ladder and playing great netball. But come finals time, it's a different situation, and I think anyone could be
you're right
on their day.
You're right, Hilly. The last few years it's probably been South Warrnambool and Cobden, but Warrnambool have really stepped up to the plate this year under a new coach. So done really well, and as we say, Koroyd. I watched Indy O'Connor and Shelby play. They're only 15-year-old girls. They play with, nothing fazed them. Indy's so cool under pressure and just a good shot. So it's going to be an even competition. It's what you want, isn't it?
Absolutely. Funnily enough, I was at the footy last night down at Geelong and got a tap on the shoulder. The great Damien O'Connor just come down and said good day. He was down there watching the footy as well, the great box head, so he was enjoying the week off.
Good Geelong man.
And he's a good Geelong man, and he was pumped from the footy last night. We might go back to Rookie back in the studio as both sides are just making their way into their positions. And Rookie's just got a few updated scores for us.
Yeah, thanks, Silly. Afternoon, boys. South Warrnambool in the open netball 40, getting the job done over Camperdown 21 at the moment. And then in the game at the Reed, where you boys are, Warrnambool 35 over Portland 21. So probably the results that we were thinking were going to go that way. And that'll put South Warrnambool back into a top 2 spot if they hold on, and Warrnambool will stay atop of the Hampden League Open ladder. So, yeah, really open. And Tildy, if you need all the news, mate, send a pass on 7 o'clock on a Saturday morning, mate. That's where you get it all for netball.
Perfect, Rookie. Thanks, mate.
Nice plug there. Do a great job on the Saturday mornings. Hey, Blackie, all thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solution. Who's kicking where?
Yeah, good question, Hilly. Here we go. Warrnambool kicking to the town end, so they obviously, I don't know who won the toss. It's no real advantage, and Portland down to the hockey field end. Sam Cowling's lined up in the back line for Warrnambool. As we said, Weymouth's gone deep forward for the Blues, so should be a good contest down there.
Here we go, Van Beek and Malcolm. Malcolm got the tap down straight down to Ballantyne. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere, so Turlin, Van Beek, Dwyer, Walters in the middle, and it's Ballantyne, Jennings, Malcolm and Lovell for the Tigers. So the tap down comes to Lowe, feeds it to Walters, lost it, wrapped up straight away by Jamison Ballantyne. And we're going to go again inside that centre square. All thanks to Koroyd Pharmacy. Zach Dwyer coming off Blackie. Looks like he's just holding his hand. It might be a dislocation or maybe.
Dislocated the finger, it looks like, yep.
Here we go. So Cade Lovell got the handball over the top. The Tigers go to Burns. Inside forward 50. Looks to centre the football. Huppett's there. Standing tall, Finn Radley takes a nice mark in the 10-yard square.
Yeah, probably going to get plenty of it too today. Radley, good defender. He comes out here this near side to Manane. Manane goes down the line. Not a great kick. Getting back there first for Portland was Moody. He goes backwards there to Blackley Noda. Comes inboard. Good kick. In forward to he's my man, little Jeffy. Jeffy's marked at about 35, 40 metres out, almost directly in front. So good little bit of ball movement there. So they swooped on the loose footy from Warrnambool and took full advantage of it. So Jeffy Garlett for his first of the afternoon, 185 games at the top level. Jeffy drop punt on its way. I think he's ticked the first of the afternoon. He has. So 1 goal to Jeff Garlett, 1 goal on the board to Portland, 1.5 minutes into this first quarter. And they just took advantage of a little spillage there, Tildy, and resulted in a goal.
Yeah, they did, Poss. They showed their intent to play attacking footy by that square-up kick by Blackley Noda there, doesn't it? That was a bullet into the corridor, really, and the game in the 450 just opened up from there. So, good start to the Tigers, and I think that might be number 22. Is that Proctor has picked up Luke Cody down there, boys? My eyes aren't what they used to be, so big job for Proctor today down there.
Absolutely. So, a good start here from the Tigers. Ball back in the centre, thrown up. Malcolm Van Beek, the big jump. And a shepherd out is going to go to Van Beek. He'll get the free kick. So Turlin offers the handball receive. Van Beek will go by boot to centre, half forward. Low front position, jumps at it. Nice reach there by Barbary. Moody gets the handball out. Looking from Jennings, does a nice little paddle on. It's turning around there as Ballantyne. Gets the handball out. Now it's Jennings on the left boot. Short kick. Burns territory. Wasn't his best. Nice read there. Cowling fed it to Timms. Didn't quite get it. Huppert's in first for the Tigers. Turlin in there as well. Nice read by Jackson Bell out of the pack. Feeds the handball to Mitch Bidmaid. To his brother Liam on his left boot. Looking to get a bit of grass, and he got plenty of it out of bounds on the full. And a free kick's going to go to the Portland Tigers.
Yeah, so the Bidmaid boys combining there, and they're doing as we thought too. Tildy, they're chipping it around a little bit, want to possess it a lot, Portland, and here we go again. This time they're going to go long down the line, so getting back will be Moody to contest the mark. Cowan in front was able to spoil. Ball's at ground level. The tackle was by Ballantyne, picked up by Turlin. He'll get it to Van Beek. He goes onto his right foot, and old dribbler into the forward line, fortuitously came out there towards Radley. Radley goes to the top of the goal square. It's all about the bounce, but no, they won't concede. Yes, they will. So one behind rushed to the Warrnambool Footy Club. So their first score on the board this afternoon. One behind, they trail Portland. One straight goal, 3.5 minutes first quarter, Alan Blackburn.
Yeah, Lee Huppert's has stayed on the forward line. Jackson Bell's picking him up. That's the coach of Portland Tigers. So just easing him into it. His first game back for a while.
Oh, big fly from Sam Cowling. Takes a Peter Bolsh Bridgestone mark of the day contender. Reads the ball so well in the air. He'll go inside forward 50. It's a 2-on-2. They jump and they got the fist in the Tigers. Well read there by the Blues. By Mars. Gets the 1-2 from Turlin. Centres a kick. Weymouth out the back in the goal square. Cody looks to try and soccer. They try and hold it up here, the Tigers. And they do it successfully. They were under pressure. Cody did well. And we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. About 15 out from the Warrnambool Blues goal.
Senator Cowan stats, boys. I reckon Jay Moody 5 touches in the first 4 minutes. I think.
Yeah, been dangerous. So Malcolm got the tap down. They get the handball out. Loose football. Turlin's been equally as good for the Blues. Low with the tackle on Barbary, and they're holding it up, and we're about 20 metres out now from the Warrnambool Blues goal.
Numbers around the footy down there, Hilly.
Absolutely. So there's not much space to work in. Weymouth got the tap down. Well read there by Cade Lovell. They feed it out. Blackley Noda trying to defend. There's a gang tackle there by the Tigers. They're holding things up as well. And again, we were a little bit closer for the Blues. 4.5 minutes gone in this first term. Let's go again. Malcolm, Weymouth, going to be a great battle. Jennings out of the pack did well. They sidestep, dispossess, almost nearly holding the ball. Wrapped up, and we'll go for another stoppage pass.
How many bounces throw up in a row? Is that about 5 or 6, isn't it?
It's around that, Blackie.
They're just defending resolutely, the Tigers. So up we go. It'll be Weymouth again against Moody. Ball spills to ground. It's dribbling around there again. Here's a chance for the Tigers to clear. They will. So it's on that far outer side. Huppert's is a chance for Portland. Couldn't mark it, but recovered beautifully at ground level. Got a handball over the top looking for Garlett. Couldn't quite reach him. Now the stacks on the mill. Umpire will come in and say, I'll ball it up, boys. On that netball side of Reed Oval here this afternoon, bathed in beautiful sunshine. 1 goal straight Portland. 1 behind, 1 point Warrnambool. We've played almost 6 minutes in this first quarter, so here's a chance now for Portland to break away. It spills out the back. That was to Lovell. He couldn't control it. Warrnambool are going to come out with it. It's Turlin. Turlin gets it back to Bell. Bell quickly on the boot, but it's going nowhere except out of bounds, and it just bounced before the line. So there'll be a boundary throw in about 70 metres around from the Warrnambool goal. They've done a little bit of tacking in this last couple of minutes, Blackie, but Tildy, but there hasn't been a lot of clean possession from both sides, really.
There's been limited space out there to work in, Poss. Isn't it great to see a young guy like Sam Carter getting to play on a guy who's played 180 AFL games in Jeff Garlett? For a 19-year-old, that'd be an awesome experience.
Great opportunity. Hey, boys, all around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. Quarter time at the Lura Oval. Camperdown 4-3-27, leading the Roosters 1-1-7.
Wow.
So a 20-point lead up at the Lura. Hey, nice clean up by Jay Moody. Kicks out, but there's nowhere to kick to except Jackson Bell, and he'll launch it inside forward 50. Blackley Noda, there's Cody, free kick, out, and it's going to go to Reggie Mast. It was pretty blatant.
Yeah, it was, and we're a fair way away too.
Absolutely, and a Reggie Mast. Is it Reggie or is it going to be to Cody? I think it's Reggie Mast.
I think it's Mast. Well, that's what he pulled.
Cody wanted it.
Cody's trying to take it.
Cody said, I'm a better kick than you.
So Reggie Mast plays on. He's got the open teammate. Here's Zach Dwyer. Has a shot at goal.
She's home.
And he nails it for the Blues. And it's a lead to the Blues by a point. It wasn't a great kick from Mars, but he had some time and space to turn. Zach Dwyer kicks his first of the day. And on the National Tile scoreboard, Warrnambool lead 1-1-7. Portland 1 straight 6, 7 minutes gone on the league contracting time clock. Alan Blackburn.
Yeah, so back on. Must have got the finger pulled back into place there, Tildy, and good goal. And, stoppage after stoppage, and probably a poor kick by Moody. Well read by Jackson Bell and got inside their forward line.
Yeah, we like that Bell and Hupp, which is a good matchup, boys. But Bell at half-back and Moody at half-back are both having plenty of touches to their respective sides. And credit to Zach Dwyer there, and he cleaned up what could have been a little bit of a mess with that errant kick from Reggie Mars. If you're 20 metres out, mate, have a shot.
Malcolm Van Beek. Van Beek actually got the tap. It came back to him. There's going to be a clearance here by Turlin. Good kick. Spots up his teammate. That was a great kick by Turlin. So a good clearance by the Maskell medalist. He's been in a bit too. So this is going to be Radley. This is Eamon Radley. Likes his chances. He's going to kick from outside 50.
No breeze at all. I don't think Poss is.
Just going to say, and of course we've seen that medical injury report from Croydon Pharmacy Blackie and Isaac Dwyer. He seems to be fine with that finger.
Got the finger pulled back in.
He did. So here's Radley. He'll kick from 50. Drop punt on its way. Nice looking kick off the boot. I tell you what, I reckon he's got the distance. He has. What an absolute beauty. Put that one down. For a snag of the day contender, Alan Blackburn, thanks to Lucas Brothers Butchers. And I walked past there this morning about 5:45 and they're in there working feverishly. 2-1-13 the Blues. That is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. They lead Portland 1 goal straight 6. So since that initial goal by the Tigers, Tildy, the Blues have settled nicely and have put 2 on the board.
Yeah, they've got a pretty potent mix in that forward 50, Poss. You've got Radley that put that one through. You've got the height of Mars also. You've got Weymouth who started deep down there. Then you throw in Cody. She's a pretty potent lineup inside that forward 50.
Weymouth back in the centre, tap down. And I'll tell you what, Walters was where he was looking. Free kick, some holding on to Toby Jennings for the Tigers. So Jennings looking to play on the short kick out front. Garland too much on it. Malcolm, the little tap down to Jeffy. Couldn't quite grab it in the end. Carter did well. Here go the Tigers looking to hold it up through Jake Edwards. Cowling busy. Dispossessed there was Walters. In there is Manane. Wrapped up right inside the forward 50 for the Portland Tigers. And we're going to go again. So Weymouth, he'll do the ruck work up against Malcolm. Malcolm got the tap down. Running hard there was Jackson. Smothered kick, socket off the ground, spare number back, steer, couldn't quite get the mark. Here's a football, Huppert's trying to be busy, got the handball out. Here's Tanner Lovell, has a shot at goal, wrapped up, free kick. He just didn't get connection on the footy. And it's going to go to Jackson Bell, deep back pockets.
Yeah, Jackson Bell, well, experienced campaigner, we know that, premiership player, so Bell's going to come to this near side. And now he elects to go down the centre. He was looking for out there, but it had too much carry on it for Arts. Chipping in. Oh, nice work by Arts to get back onto the ball. In fact, got it out to Turlin. Turlin got it out wider to Morgan. This is Huey Morgan. Goes down the line looking for the lead of Cody. Good kick too, and Cody marks on his chest. He's about 65 metres out. Goes short again over the top to Turlin, having a good quarter. Turlin will run inside 30. Tight angle, has a shot, and he's missed. So 2-2-14 on the Solomon's Flooring scoreboard this afternoon. 11 minutes into this first quarter. Portland 1 goal straight 6. Alan Blackburn just had an opportunity there, the Tigers, but couldn't finish it off.
Having a good quarter, isn't he, Turlin? He had a bit of run about him. Link-up player, very good. And he'd be a little bit disappointed missing that, although it was on a bit of an angle. But
he's having a good kick for goal too.
He's having a great quarter.
Yeah, he is, mate. And, the experience of Turlin and Bell's been to the forefront at the moment, hasn't it, for the Blues?
Just that run and what they give off half back.
Good play by Arts, though, to get in and get that ball and get it out.
He's a brave little player.
Yeah, their ground ball was good, and Morgan, there was a nice kick to Cody. So they're going to kick in Moody. Has to be spot on, and he finds Piergross on the left half-back flank. And they're just blocking out the space there, the Blues. Kick has to be good out in here to Burns. It is. Tommy Burns, an up-and-coming for the Tigers. Spears the pass, good one out in front. Ballantyne. So Ballantyne will go the short kick, and he's going to look for Edwards. So some good possession football here by the Tigers. Just picking the gaps and looking for the right option. But look at the numbers that Warrnambool's got in that defensive end. Bradley and Cowling just finding space to get isolated. So to Oakley will now go inside forward 50. Fink out at Jamison Ballantyne was out in front, but a nice mark taken there by Jackson Bell, who's had a super start to this game, the number 2. So left back pocket, they lead by 8 points, the Warrnambool Blues, and he wants to carry and play on, and he does. He goes into the centre corridor, finds Manane. Manane now, he'll go towards half forward. Cody's got his forward line all to himself. Couldn't take the mark. Tries to clean up. Nice bit of work there by Cade Lovell. Wrapped up there with the Tigers. Not going anywhere. Centre at the pointy end of the centre square, and we're going to have a stoppage. About 70 out from the Blues goal.
Yeah, that was Paul Proctor who couldn't prise away from that tackle. So up it goes. Malcolm got the tap down. Come to Huppets. Handball went out wide. It could work out for them at will. It's grabbed by Ballantyne. Goes in short. Now there's a contest between Bidmaid and his opponent on the bottom of the pack there. So there'll be a ball up almost slap bang in the centre here this afternoon. First quarter action, Hampden League Live. Weymouth got the tap down. It come out to Manane. He couldn't control it. Come back out there towards Arts. He couldn't control it. In fact, it's holding the ball. The free kick is going to go to Portland and it's going to go to Jackson. Jackson goes in. Jeffy fell over. Little tap on by Moody there. Sorry, Malcolm didn't go anywhere. The umpire's going to ball it up. It's about 20 metres out from the Portland goal. It's got an opportunity here to add to their score. Up they go. Malcolm got the front position. Nicely sharked out there, but going nowhere. And there'll be another ball up about 20 metres. A bit of a rugby scrum. So it's the second tackle, if you like. That was Ballantyne. So up it goes. Malcolm, again, front position over Weymouth. Got the tap down. It fell down there towards Austin Steer. He kicks it out wide. Big Pack's a free kick paid here. It's going to Portland. And it's going to go out there to Walsh, I think, is it? So Jack Walsh, slap bang centre half forward, going to kick to a crowded forward line, goes out wide, nice kick on a lead, but intercepting well out there was Radley for the Blues. It come back to Walters. Walters' little right foot kick didn't go far. Nice interception there by Portland. It comes out towards, that was Burns, so Tommy Burns' kick was smothered. It's gone over the line, out of bounds, right in front of the Solomon's Flooring scoreboard, which reads Warrnambool 2-2-14. Portland 1 straight goals, 14 and a half minutes first quarter. For Senate stats, Alan Blackburn inside 50s from both teams.
Yeah, 2 centre clearances each, and inside 50s are even as well, 7 each. So very tight contest.
Here's Jack Walsh at the bottom of the pack, trying to feed the football out. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. Tildy, defensively, they're setting up beautifully, the Blues.
Oh, they are, mate. I just had a look at the previous inside entry for Portland, mate. I think they had nearly 18 players in the defensive 50 there, the Blues.
Just no space.
No, they get back and clog up the area really well.
Jennings got rid of the football. And here's Bell, wrapped up. Will he get it in time? He did. Nice bit of work there by Arts. Coming through there is Jackson. Handball's over the top. The tap to Malcolm, looking for Fink. Trying to get it over the back. Bell again gets it to Arts. Dump kick out. Piergross couldn't quite take the mark. Here's Radley. Now he kicks to a bit of space. It's going to be a one-on-one. Angus Lowe, free kick, was dragged off the footy. So now he's going to try and kick it to a bit of grass. Morgan Morris is there. Jack Walsh retreats and takes a nice mark, an important mark for the Tigers. So he'll spear the pass out towards coach Lockie Huppets. Keeps it in. No, he'll step over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, got a couple of Hamilton umpires too, mate, which is good to see them.
Joachim Reimers and the great Eddie Dwyer do a great job.
Yeah, doing a good job.
So Malcolm and Weymouth will contest this boundary throw-in. Good tight contest at the moment. It was a shallow throw-in. Nobody really got an advantage, and it's going to go over the line and out of bounds again. Right out that far outer side wing in front of the netball courts here today. 2-2-14 the Blues, 1 straight goal, 6 Richmond, I was going to say.
So each side got a spare in their back line, so a bit of a defensive game there, which clogs it up.
Yeah, Weymouth grabbed it out of the ruck this time, bangs it on the boot looking for Lowe. He was first to get onto that. Little dribbler, only went as far as Walters. Walters got it back to Lowe. Now he might go to the top of the goal square. Now he elects to come wider. Nice kick too if it pays off. Bidmate couldn't quite control it. He's back onto it. Now it's going to be mopped up by Portland. Kick through the centre. No one there. It's going to be first to recover there for the Blues was Finn Radley. He goes down towards centre half forward. A lot of players there. Blackley Noda was first to recover. His kick was smothered. Comes out wide there towards Jackson. Jackson's handball went inside towards Burns. So Burns now, he puts his own team under a little bit of pressure. Then it comes back to Weymouth. Weymouth to Turlin. Turlin got a handball to Reggie Mast. Mast got it back to Bidmade. Bidmade goes wide and marking on that far outer side half forward flank looks like it's low again.
That impressive give on the up by Wayne after a big guy there that started that chain of handballs.
Yeah, terrific. Their handball receives. They play that game so well. The Blues might have given away the free kick there. So a free kick's going out to the Portland Tigers. Jack Walsh.
I know we've only been going 17 minutes, boys, but I just wonder whether it's worth the Portland Tigers maybe looking to defensive forward on Jackson Bell or dragging deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's having a big influence on the game at the moment.
So Ben Malcolm takes the mark and he'll go long down the line. Hunter has to take on Cowling. Cowling with that golden punch. Well read by Tanner Lovell. Lovell inside, forward 50. Fink at the back. Fink takes the mark. No, go back and turn around and have a shot, Chad.
He's going to give it a Jeffy.
Doesn't matter who it is.
Talking about Jackson Bell there, he left his man and went to the contest. Unfortunately, it had come to Portland. They had 2 free players.
So beautiful pass from Tanner Lovell. He is a great quality Tanner Lovell. That was a spearing pass, and big Chad Fink will have a shot for his first goal of the afternoon.
Played a bit of Rebels Hilly this year.
Yeah, played a lot of this year in the Rebels. 13 metres out, almost directly in front to cut the margin back to 2 points. Fink comes in and he makes no mistake, the number 63, his first of the day. And on the National Tile scoreboard, Portland go to 2 straight 12, trail the Blues 2-2-14. 18 minutes ticked over, and we'll go to Blackhill thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions.
Yeah, that's the way that Warrnambool will play their game. They try and get the extra man of the contest, but unfortunately it come out the front and they had 2 men back there and Fix took a mark, and great pass. So wasn't it a beautiful pass? So good game of footy. Portland could probably use the ball a bit better going through the centre. Probably 1 handball too many, I reckon, but getting their hands on it and good game of footy.
Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco High. The Roosters have got the only goal of the second term up the Lura Oval. Camperdown 4-3-27, leading South Warrnambool 2-1-13. About 10 minutes gone in this second term.
Malcolm Verbeek will contest this ruck duel. Nobody really got it. Breaking away out there was beautifully done. I think that was Ballantyne, and fortuitously hits Tommy Burns on the chest. So Burns is outside 50. He's keen to get it going, but go back, son, and have a good look. He's going to kick it over the puck. Where's Jeffy? He's there at ground level, Jeffy. He can't recover, though. Oh, he's applied a good tackle. Is this holding the ball? No, so the umpire had no prior opportunity. And there'll be a ball up right at the top of the goal square for Portland. So 2 goals straight, the Tigers, 2-2-14 the Blues. We've played 19 and a half minutes this first quarter, so up it goes. Fink got the tap down, came out towards Cowling. A good little handball over the top went to Sam Carter for the Blues. He kicks out wide to the winger. Good mark too. That was by Radley, so good contested mark. That was Finn Radley, I think. So he elects to play on. He's going to kick long down the line, marking contest, getting back, and we couldn't quite complete the mark. That was Portland. Come out the back there to Walters. Walters' handball was wide. Here's a chance for Cody, the leading goal kicker. He handballed it to Reggie Mast. Reggie on his left has a flying shot at goal. I tell you what! Oh, it just fell short. They'll clear the Tigers. Gee, that was a good effort. It comes wide to Ballantyne, I think it is. Now he's got runners to the outside. He has. Now they're going to get clear possession here, the Blues. The Tigers. That's a good kick out there towards Jackson. Jackson's handball put his team under a little bit of pressure. It's going to go into the centre and Walters will mop up. Takes the mark for the Blues. Kicks it wide. He's got Manane on his own. Now what's his next option? He elects to go back and he'll try and find a target into the forward line.
So Manane, he'll go for a structured pass looking for Mars. Jumping at it was Pierre Gross. Couldn't take the mark. Blakely Noda there to assist. And they're just near their boundary line on the tip of the 50-metre line, the right half-forward flank, and we'll have a stoppage. So 21 minutes gone, 2 points to lead the Warrnambool Blues. They lead 2-2-14 to 2 straight 12. Good game of footy here in outstanding conditions here at the Reed Oval. And umpire Eddie Dwyer will get play underway again. So the tap down, Lovell's been impressive in his first quarter. Look at the Ballantyne. And they look to go to Ballantyne a bit. He reads the ball well off the pack, but they look to feed him with that handball received because they know the quality user he is of the football.
He's good size too, Hilly.
Absolutely he is.
Tall.
So the ruck work there, Malcolm. And it's Lovell had to be really quick and just got in the nick of time. Nice read there from Cody Jones. Here's Edwards, short kick, Burn in the corridor. Did a bit of soccer work, leading the charge. Tried to tap to advantage. Did well on his tails, Liam Bidmade. Now he tries to control it here, Burn, to try and get it out. But I'll tell you what, he's just been a little bit lucky maybe on that occasion.
He did pretty well, Hilly, because there was a poor pass that missed him in the middle of the ground. It was a 1-on-3 situation.
Yeah.
So to battle out to the far wing and take a ball up, you'd take that if you were Paul.
Probably get that little soccer kick probably worked out to his advantage in the end.
Yep.
So here they go, the Tigers. They're trying to feed it out, but wrapped up by the Blues. They're a good tackling team, the Blues, and Zach Dwyer, certainly one of those players that just doesn't give you an inch.
So this is a situation you can't have Jackson Bell as a spare standing off a stoppage there. It's going to hurt you eventually.
Well, they'll look to get him too. The way that the Blues, yep, absolutely. So he's going to read it best, and he dives and he takes the mark on left half back, and guess what?
You know, the guy playing on young Hugo Arch should be the
He's
one
got to
pushing
push
up on the belt.
Yeah.
Having a good quarter is Jackson Bell. Reads the play so well. So does Scotty Carter, because he told us that was going to happen 30 seconds before it did.
Account stats possible. I nearly have him for 1,000 possessions already, I
He
reckon.
must have been a coach at some stage. Here's Manane for the Blues. Kicks
time ago,
down the
boss.
line. Now Cody's a chance. Oh, he couldn't. Well done by Blackley Noda there. We've just got a little fingertip to it, which caused the ball to go offline a little bit. Still a chance down there for the Blues, but no, not this time. They'll ball it up just outside 50. So good contest, 2-2, 14, Warrnambool, 2 straight goals, 12 Portland. So a ruck contest, bit of volleyball going on there. It's grabbed for a snap out of the pack. That was by Morgan Morris, I think. Goes to the top of the goal square. It's a chance for the Blues. They're in the best position here. Comes out to Reggie Mars, peels it back to Walters. Walters will have a snap at goal, but he's missed everything. And it's gone out of bounds on the full. And the relieving free kick down there will be taken by Portland. It'll go to Joshy Edwards. So Edwards tight in that back, right in that back pocket. We're almost into time on, so he comes down the line, Edwards. Huppets will come from behind. Oh, almost a big specky. Out it comes back. Our man Ballantyne having a great quarter. Got it out there to Burns. He's playing well too, Burns. He's got a man here right underneath us. It's Fink. And Fink marks at about 55 metres. He's looking inboard. He's going to go to the top of the goal square. Oh. He's had a flying shot at goal, but no, he's missed it. And he's missed everything. It's gone out of bounds out in the full. And the relieving free kick. Trent Hill will go to the Blues.
That was a fly from Ballantyne. He just timed it perfection,
And
but
then
just
won
couldn't
the next
take it.
possession.
Exciting player to watch, Ellie.
Oh, absolutely. No, he's a ripper, Jamison Ballantyne. So 2 points the margin, 24 gone.
The young guy, I think, then, I know you're like used to take the game on, but top of the square might have been the spot for Jeff one-on-one there.
Jeff, you won out.
They kick out. Fink flies at the back. Piergross gets the football, feeds it to Barbary, back to Blackley Noda. So they're looking to retreat to go forward, and Burge has been a real connector at half forward and couldn't take the mark. Follow-up works good. Malcolm, handballs, Ballantyne, lost it, gathered by Van Beek. He's wrapped up right at centre half forward for the Tigers, and we'll go once again with umpire Romaz. So Malcolm, Van Beek. No one got a clear, decisive tap down. Little paddle there by Jennings. They go to centre wing. Moody looking to trap the footy. Radley just bashes through. Well, maybe a free kick there. Didn't have it.
No, he didn't.
A lot of it there, Radley. Coming there is Blackley Noda. Trying to save it on the centre wing was Moody. And it goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in Alan Blackburn, all thanks to B&B Furniture.
Yeah, it's good contest, great contest. Inside 50s, 14 to 11 Warrnambool's way, so 2-2 to 2 goals. Great contest.
Yeah, Lee's contracting time clock says 25 and a half minutes almost this second quarter. Malcolm went over the top. It came to the advantage of Lovell. Now there's a chance for the Jeffy. No, get him back and take the intercept mark as Hugo Arts.
He's a
done
courageous
good
young
quarter.
player.
He is.
I'll put that
Done a
down.
couple of good things. Put that down. It goes into the centre. Nice kick too. And this is Manane. So Manane's got a little player free. Just chips it over the top and he can run. This is Morgan. Gets out wide. Good kick. And a good mark taken by Lowe. So that was good ball movement, Alan Blackburn, because, when they got it, they just went. And they're creating that bit of an overlap and loose man, the Blues, aren't they?
Yeah, they're looking good, aren't they? That was a beautiful... skill has got a lot to do with it. Portland wasted a few handballs going forward, but that was good by Warrnambool.
Yeah, so this is Angus Lowe. He's
Round
gonna
the
do
corner, he's
round
going.
the corner kick. He's only about 25 metres out. Kick. And he's kicked it. So 3 on the board to the Blues. Or what's the umpire? No, he says all clear. So the Blues go to 3-2-20. That is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. They lead the Portland Tigers 2 straight goals, 12. We've played 26 and a half minutes of the first quarter. Scotty Carter, it's an entertaining contest, but what's going on? Something's going on here.
Free kick. There was a bit of a fracas
free
down
kick
there
in
with Cody and Josh Edwards, I think, boys. So we might be 3 kicking the square to the Blues.
I think that's what they're doing, aren't
Yeah.
they? It's going to Portland. It's going to be a free
Portland,
kick
yeah.
to Portland. So
Didn't
it's
look
going
to
to
be
be
a whole
taken
lot
by
in it.
Malcolm. No. So Malcolm goes wide. Collision. Almost. Courageous by both players. One of them out there was Edwards, I think it was. Now's a chance here off half back. That was by
Look out.
Dwyer to Turlin. Turlin got it over to Manane. Manane's got a player running wide, and it's Radley, I think, and he's taken the mark about 45 metres out, but he'll kick from 50. Blackley Noda on the mark at about
Centre half
45
forward,
metres
boys. A
out.
little bit of a push and shove.
Yeah. So things getting willing, but a really, really good contest early days, first quarter. So here's Radley. He fancies his chances. He's on his tight angle. He comes in. Blackley Noda on the mark. So in he comes Radley. Drop punt on its way. I tell you what, the umpire has not moved a finger. And he's kicked a goal. Put that one down, Alan Blackburn, for a snag of the day contender for the Lucas Brothers Butchers, where you can get them magnificent pinwheels. I say it every week.
You do like them, Poss.
Love them. 4-2-26 the Blues. They've snuck away to a 14-point advantage over the Portland Tigers. 2 straight goals, 28 minutes first quarter action. Alan Blackburn, beautiful goal.
That's his second long goal for the 2 beautiful long kicks there,
Beautiful
Kildy.
kick.
Yeah, he
Backs
makes
himself
great
in.
connection, doesn't he? Big pat on the back to young Arts boys.
Oh.
Courageous play for the under-18 player, yeah.
Their contested ball, they're winning that contested ball at the moment, aren't they?
They are. And what's letting Portland down is that last kick inside their 450 at the moment.
One too many handballs.
Macco high around the grounds, 20-minute mark of the second term up the Lura Oval. Camperdown 6-3-39, leading the Roosters 3-3-23, so a 3-goal margin in favour of the Magpies. Back here, ball out the back, Ballantyne trying to control, had it, lost it. A little bit of nudging work there by Turlin just to force him off the ball, and we'll have a stoppage about 60 out from the Tigers' goal. So they've kicked the last 2, the Warrnambool Blues. Some good passages of play and some determined passages of play. Zach Dwyer, Heath Morgan-Morris, kick only as far as Jack Walsh. So you'd imagine time's getting closer to quarter time. They need to try and get a bit of scoreboard pressure here to just make things a little bit closer to the Tigers. They're wrapped up.
Definitely wouldn't want one to go against them again, the Tigers boys.
Just got a message. Robbie Hare's kicked his 100th goal, so
Big Harry.
about 10 minutes ago, so well done.
Oh, well read off the pack there by Garlett to Jones. Jeff Garlett sidesteps, has to be quick. No, he's not enough.
No, but-
and it's play on because it was holding the ball.
Yeah, that was Arts again, boys.
He's done some nice things. Piergross looking to gather the football. Well done by Cody. Handballs to Low. Inside 50. It's a 2-on-1. Walsh trying to help out Blackley Noda, and he's happy to concede a minor score. And again, they open up that forward line. They look dangerous, don't they, the Blues? They run hard towards the goal side. And a minor score, so 4-3-27 to 2 straight 12, 15 points the margin. Moody flies, and it's quarter time. And a good last 5 minutes for the Warrnambool Blues that gives them a 15-point lead. 4-3-27 to 2 straight 12, the Blues lead at quarter time here at the Reed Oval. And Blackie and Tildy, what are your thoughts?
I think the Blues look pretty slick, boys. They're moving the ball pretty well. And also their endeavour as far as, young Arts is setting a great example. Back with the flight, back with the ball, filled a hole there at one stage, laid a great tackle on Jeff Garlett, who, as we spoke about, has played 180 AFL games. So the Blues look pretty good at the moment. But can't knock Portland's endeavour. I think what's letting them down is that last kick inside their forward 50. You know, their handballs have been reasonable. They've got someone clear in some space, and he's just missed that last kick. And as we know, if you miss that last kick against the Blues, it's going to rebound hard the other way against you. So, that's something that needs to be polished up for the Portland Tigers, and I think they need to put a little bit of time into Jackson Bell at half-back because he's pretty damaged.
Well, I've just seen Huppets go to him a couple of times later in that quarter, so maybe the coach has taken it upon himself to say, hey, we just need to stop his influence a little bit.
I think it's more that last handball coming through the middle, Tildy. They've given one too many handballs, getting tackled, and, they've had just as many inside 50s just about, but got to use it a bit better going forward.
Yeah, probably the only guy I reckon at the moment. Moody's racked up a fair few possessions, pretty impressive across half-back, but the guy who's been able to hit some targets inboard at times, because they like that inboard corridor kick, the Tigers, has seen Blackley Noda a couple of times. So he kicks the ball really well.
And that contested ball, Arts has done a couple of great things. Jackson Bell, they won a few 50-50s, and they got it. They got it free.
Yeah, they did.
And they used it well into their forward line.
And their forward 50 looks pretty potent inside there.
And they're using the ball well.
Yeah, it's a pretty entertaining game, boys.
Absolutely. Hey, we better take a break. It's quarter time. It's the Blues by 15 in our Hampton League Live match of the day. We'll take a break, and second quarter action coming right your way.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Bade Ness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Have you been injured at work, in a public place or in a motor vehicle accident? Let us help you secure the compensation you deserve. Madden's Lawyers, with you every step of the way.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen. Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Hampton League Live.
For Badeness Rural, Southwest Conveyancing, Rafferty's Tavern, Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Greg Allen Farm Machinery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Welcome back to Hampton League Live. The Red Oval's our home this afternoon and it's the Blues who are leading at quarter time. A later start here. It is the Kokoda match between the Warrnambool Blues and the Portland Tigers. And Portland, they kicked an early one, but the Blues have sort of dominated the first term, 4-3-27, leading Portland 2 straight 12. Only 15 points, so it'll be interesting to see how Portland come out in this second quarter. Tildy Carter, all thanks to, Matt Go High, because they're great supporters of the Hampton Football Netball League, as long as Hampton League Live. A couple of better players from both sides.
Look, I've been really impressed with Jackson Bell at half-back, boys. Winning plenty of the ball, giving plenty of drive off half-back. The experience and class of Turlin on the ball's been pretty good for the Blues. Like the game of Hugo Arts, number 24 at half-back. Been pretty brave for a young bloke. Eamon Radley's banged 2 goals from outside 50. Key target inside the forward 50. And for the Tigers, I think their effort's been there. Their skill level's lacking a bit at the moment. I've liked the game of Blackney Noda. I think he's hitting some targets off half-back. pretty attacking for a fullback at times. Ballantyne, first time I've had a look at him, like the way he moves. And Jay Moody, in that first 10 minutes there, I reckon he had half a dozen possessions already.
Yeah, he's a real quarterback for him, isn't he?
He is.
Blackie, Sinnott accountant stats, Spooky Sinnott, great supporter of Hampton League Live.
Yeah, centre clearances 3 to Warrnambool, 4 to Portland, inside 50s, 13 to 11 in Warrnambool's way, and marks inside 50 a level at 3-all, so a good game of footy.
So second term action just about to get underway. It doesn't look like there's many changes in regards to matchups, similar to what we saw in this first quarter. Umpire Romaz has the ball in hand, and we're going to get second term action underway. Van Beek up against Ben Malcolm. High throw up. Van Beek with the second hit. Burns inside the centre corridor, gets it to Blackley Noda, looks to square it up towards half forward. Jackson Bell reads the ball so well. And he got the handball to Hugo Arts, who's had a terrific first term, kicks long down the line, and I think it's going to go over the boundary line. Can they keep it in, the Tigers? They do. And that's through Cade Lovell. Gets it to Burns, has to be quick with his handball. Good tackle by Warrnambool. And wrapped up, and it's right near the boundary line on that outer side between wing and half forward. And we'll have a stoppage. So a 15-point lead at quarter time for the Blues. The ruckmen go at it. Dwyer, or Bidmade, goes on the left boot. Blackley Noda trying to use a bit of muscle. Well read by Radley. Morgan Morris inside forward 50. It's a floater. Proctor did well reading it well off the pack. There was Edwards, but I'll tell you what, his kick just didn't quite hit the target. A nice mark taken by Hugo Arts.
This is Arts. He's been fantastic for the Blues. Top of the goal square. Weymouth couldn't take the mark. Spills to ground. Gathered by Edwards. He'll clear for the Tigers as we have a punch on just down in front of us here. There's a chance at ground level. Beautifully done by Valentine. You watch the fight. I'll do the footy, Blackie. Handball over the top was by Walsh. Walsh got it out further afield there to Jones. Jones further afield again. Back to Valentine. Good movement by the footy, by the Blues, by the Tigers. Oh, good mark. Interception there. And that was that Reggie Mast down there, was it? Radley, is it? Yep, so Radley playing well too. He goes wider. This is Morgan. So he's not quite sure where to go. So he likes to go down the line with chipping in and taking a good mark out there for Portland. That might have been Barbary, was it? So he goes long. Up they go, marking contest. Reading it best was Morgan. Little fortuitous kick found Verbeek. Dead set centre half back for the Blues. So they're controlling the ball at the moment, the Blues. He elects to go wide. Terrible kick. He's turned it over. So this is Huppets. The coach, good kick, Huppets.
That's the kick we've been missing, boss, in the first quarter, wasn't it? Yep.
And he's found his teammate Lace out, and this is Will Hunter. So Hunter fancies his chances. He's straight in front. He's going to kick from about 52 metres by the time he does it. He fancies his chances.
He's back in the centre square, Poss, isn't he?
He is. So an opportunity here for the first goal of this second quarter here this afternoon. Read Oval action, Hampton League Live. So here is Hunter. Comes in, drop punt, on its way. I tell you what, it's a nice looking kick. It won't quite make the distance. And is that Ballantyne?
What a mark. To be T. Jennings.
Toby. Gee, put that one down. Alan Blackburn for a Peter Bosch Bridgestone highlight of the day contender.
Wow.
And wow, what a magnificent mark. And he's going to go back and surely cap it off with the goal. So Jennings, terrific player for the Tigers. He's going to come in almost about 3 metres. Oh, he's hit the post. He's hit the Holy Ghost. So 2-1-13 Portland. That's the first scorer of the second quarter, and that is on the Solomon's Floorings and Blinds scoreboard. 2-1-13 the Portland Tigers. They trail Warrnambool 4-3-27. And Scotty Carter, that's one that got away, and they've got to take the most of their opportunities.
Yeah, you're right. Poss was a beautiful mark. Just undone his work, though, didn't he? But I'll tell you what, he's a classy player, Jennings. He's a really exciting player to watch.
His vertical leap. He's a basketballer.
That was a class mark.
Yeah. So between wing and half forward, Burns tried to read it off the pack. The Blues, through Manane, paddled it on. Nice bit of work there by Cade Lovell. They're keeping it alive. Huppett's been a bit more busy. Inside forward 50. Ballantyne was where they were searching. Trying to keep it alive. Free kick, holding on.
Hey, Hilly, what do you know about Burns?
Tom Burns played interleague for under-23s this year.
Come
out of the under-18s last year.
Yep.
Played a couple of seniors, but Tell you what, Lockie Huppert rates him in the fact that he's just that Mr. Fix-It. You can play him forward, play him back, you can play him in a negating role or play him in the midfield.
Well, he started in the midfield for this first bounce in the second quarter. Yeah.
And he's tough. You know, he's got a bit of presence about him.
This is Jennings again, Hilly.
So Jennings...
It's a tough kick from that pocket.
He gets a chance, but Jennings, as you've seen him in years gone by, can make the impossible possible. Comes in, it's going to drop short. Huppert's Fink, they fly. Ground ball. The Blues trying to defend really grimacely to get it across that point line. And they're able to do that successfully. So they get another minor score. So it's back to a 13-point margin, 2-2-14 to 4-3-27. 4.5 gone on the league contracting time clock. And the Blues, via great footwork, hits Zach Dwyer at true centre half back.
Yeah, doing all the scoring early days. The Tigers this quarter, this ball comes to Bell, goes down the line, but the kick had too much carry on it. But Lowe might get it for the Blues. He does, but then he fell over. Tried to handball it back. Getting in first there for the Blues was Morgan Morris. Did really well. Comes to Blackley Noda. His handball, well, he just... put it anywhere. Oh, Tony's head taken off our little Jackson. So Daniel Jackson will win the free kick centre of a Reed Oval. Goes out wide. Good kick too. He's going to find Walsh now. He's got a player on the outside who will use him. That's Lovell. So 10 Lovell. Good kick too. Down there, Edwards. Oh, I couldn't control it. The ball's gone over the line, out of bounds. Right on the 50-metre line on the broadcast side of Reed Oval here this afternoon. Town End, Portland. 2-2-14. Trail the Blues 4-3-27. So they're doing all the attacking, but they're just not making the most of their opportunities at this stage. So it's going to be big Betty Malcolm up against Van Beek. So Malcolm tried to tap it to the back, and he actually did, recovering well, though. Out there was bid made for Warrnambool. Comes down the line. A one-handed effort by Morgan Morris wasn't great for the Blues. The Tigers have a chance now, but that kick had too much carry on it. It come to Arts. Arts got it to Dwyer. Dwyer got it out to bid made, who further afield to Van Beek. Van Beek got it out to Jai Turlin, having a good game. Kicks it down the line, but he won't quite make contact with his teammate down there, which was Radley. The ball's gone over the line, out of bounds, right in front of the coaches' boxes here this afternoon. 2-2-14. The Portland Tigers, Warrnambool 4-3-27.
I reckon the Tigers will be happy the first 6 minutes, just the way they're controlling the play, Tildy, but obviously just haven't been able to...
General play, they're on top.
Hit the scoreboard.
Haven't been able to hit the scoreboard. Had the opportunities to.
Inside 450s, Blackie. Sorry to chuck you on the spot.
No, you're right, mate. The 7-3 this quarter, so they've had a fair bit of it Portland's way. So we've had a fair bit of it, Portland.
Here's Jackson trying to move it forward, but I'll tell you what, he wasn't going far because Van Beek had him wrapped up like a glove.
He's coming to the game a little bit this quarter, though, Jackson.
Yeah, but probably playing up the ground a little bit more too, Tildy.
So he's won his fair share of the ball this quarter.
So they look for him again. Burns leading the charge, and happy to see it over the boundary line for a boundary throw-in. So 13 points the margin, 4-3-27 to 2-2-14. 7 minutes gone, second term. Sunshine out here. Ground condition is absolutely immaculate at the Reed Oval. And we've got a pretty reasonable game of footy. The handball over the top. Jai Turlin was busy in the first quarter. Goes inside forward 50. Ball's going to go over the boundary line. Out of bounds on the full, and a free kick to the Tigers. Let's go around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. Track to Smith and the team out at Raglan Parade, Warrnambool. Half-time Lura Oval. Camperdown 6-3-39, leading the Roosters 3-5-23. So a 16-point buffer for the Magpies at home. So the kick out from Moody to Burns. Well done to Jai Turl, and that was a Peterbolt Bridgestone Player of the Day contender. He just worked his way back, got a hand to it, which was almost a certain mark for Tom Burns. And the little fella just doesn't stop trying, does he?
He's having a terrific day again today, and for a little player, he leads from the front, doesn't he, every week?
Malcolm and Van Beek. Malcolm got the tap down. It came to Lovell. He couldn't prize his way in the end, but he did. He done nicely too. He got it out there towards Jackson, who got it to Ballantyne, who got it back to Lovell again. Kicks wide. Now they've got some space here. Here's Hupperts. He's got time to measure up what he's going to do. He goes short. Didn't quite carry. Grabbed and a snap over his head.
Handball, son. Handball.
Yeah, that was young Fink. And a couple of times now he's probably had other options, hasn't he, Tilt? But he's elected to... that was pretty ambitious, to be honest, trying to snap over his shoulder from about 45 metres out the tight end.
And the thing that probably exaggerated a little bit, Posse had two options on the inside for a little handball.
How old's the kid? Is he only a young kid?
Yeah,
so
18.
So Bell plays on across the line. His kick's not great.
And the way the coaches analyses the games these days, the amount of video detail they have, I'm sure that'll be pointed out during the week. Yeah,
Morgan couldn't control it from Bell's floppy old kick down there, so it's going to be a boundary throw on the opposite side of the ground this time, about 52 metres around from the Portland goal. So Malcolm this time up against Big Dan Weymouth. Weymouth got a little tap. It favoured no one in particular. Huppets might have been caught holding the ball. He was.
Good player, Manane.
Just didn't have enough time there, so Manane. And, a GFL player with Colac, so Manane. So kicks down the line.
Very good pick-up, Poss.
Yep, marking contest. Nobody's really going anywhere here. Yeah, picked up from Paramure, so yeah, Paramure when he came back to the area tilt. So yeah,
I reckon he was runner-up in the Eastern last year.
I think he was, Hilly.
Yep.
You can tell watching him play though. He's played some high standard footy.
Look at this. Yep. So here's a chance. This is that Morgan in towards Cody. He's marked it. So this is his first real opportunity, Cody, because Paul Proctor's played a pretty good game on him, pretty close checking. So the Lee's leading goal kicker.
Just protected his space well there, Poss.
How many has he kicked, Hillies? He got 50 yet?
Nah, 46.
46. So this will be for goal number 47. Unlike Jeremy Cameron, we won't have to worry about the 100. So he's going to go back and have a shot. He's got the pink boots on today. Dead in front, 35 metres out. Cody for Warrnambool's 5th. Comes in, drop punt on its way. And he's missed to the left. So 4-4-28. That's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. Portland 2-2-14. We've played almost 11 minutes of the Lee's contracting time clock. Alan Blackburn, both sides missing opportunities early in this quarter.
Warrnambool's first score for the quarter, boys, 1 point. So Portland had all in intense, but they haven't really heard them on the scoreboard. They've only kicked 2 points themselves. So 3 points in total kick for the quarter.
Inside forward 50s, Blackie for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, 9 to the Tigers and 4 to Warrnambool. So... yeah, I just think at that stoppage too, they didn't set up properly. They let 2 Warrnambool blokes out the back, but they'll get better.
Oh, nice intercepting mark. Finrelli is an absolute gem, this fella. Looks to centre the kick. Manane is already gathered. Tannerlevel did really well. Spearing pass into the pocket. Low, the fingertipper.
Slip catch.
And he takes a nice one in the nick of time, and he's going to go for the snap. There's absolutely no doubt about it from Angus Lowe.
Well, he did it early on.
He did, and he converted too.
Yep.
So Angus Lowe for his second, and to break the lead out to a 20-point margin, the highest in this game, comes in, and he goes across the face.
Bellied it.
And
he got the fat side of it.
He got the fat side of it, and it's a boundary throw-in, so I'll let off there for the Tigers.
Hence why he wears number 21.
He's having a bit of a giggle to himself.
Get him back to defence, you reckon, Silks?
Oh, well. No, Timmy O'Keefe wasn't a bad kick into 21.
Yeah, absolutely. Timmy was a ripper, wasn't he? So about 20 metres around from the Warrnambool goal, 14 points to the margin. Oakley in the ruck. Well done there. The flick over there looking for Hupperts. And wrapped up almost there was Manane. Gets it back to Lowe. This time he goes for another snap at goal. Oh, it's just touched on the last line there by Piergross.
I'll tell you what has changed, boys, the interpretation of the holding the ball rule from the first 10 minutes to now. They're letting the game go a little bit more now, which I like.
Yeah, it's good, yeah. So Blackley Noda plays on, kicks it out wide. Good kick too, great kick. And he might have been interfered with. There was Hunter, but the umpire said no. And now the ball's gone over the line and out of bounds about 70, 80 metres around from the Warrnambool goal. She's not much of that little Oscar Barbary. He had a little, he was in the action there a little bit earlier on, only a little fella. So boundary throw in, Malcolm. And Weymouth front position. Malcolm came over the top, actually got the tap. Hupperts couldn't gather it. Hands and need was bid made. Got it out the back towards Weymouth, but he's going nowhere. And there'll be another ball up. And one of the first blokes to get up was little Hugo Arts. Gee, he's a ripper, isn't he? He loves that contested footy. Scotty, doesn't he?
Thrives on a Poss. Yeah. He's going to develop into a really good player.
That's going to be a free kick to Portland. Advantage paid. Now, here's a chance. If they can run through the centre, which they do, kick long, that was Ballantyne. Here's a chance for Edwards at the back. So he's got it now. Runs. Oh, big spoil over the top was good. Out there by Radley. Recovers. Little paddle went forward. Could have been a free kick to Portland. No, said the umpire. Grabbed by Morgan. Little left footer, but only goes as far as Portland there. I just can't quite pick up that number. Ballantyne again. Yep. His kick wasn't great.
Geez, they've turned it over inside their 450 a few times, haven't they?
Yeah, so Warrnambool will relieve off half-back, kick down the line, up they go. Moody from behind couldn't take the mark. Nobody actually touched it. It fell to the back. Now he's in trouble on hands and knees. Moody grows after it again, but the ball's gone over the line, out of bounds. True centre wing on the broadcast side of the stadium here this afternoon. Portland 2-2-14, trail the Blues 4-5-29. 14 minutes in, Blackie. Send us accountant stats, inside 50s.
Inside 50s for the quarter, 11 to Portland and only the 5 for Warrnambool. So for 2 points apiece, boys.
Sun shining out there, Blackie. I hope you've got your sunscreen on there too.
Beautiful, yeah, no breeze, so it won't get windburn. It's beautiful in the sun.
I reckon we've got the air conditioner on up here, have we? It's getting a bit fresh.
You've got the winter coat there, Tilda.
Well, it might go on soon, Hilly. Anyway, can't complain.
So true centre wing. They'd love a goal here, the Tigers. They've just controlled the scoreboard, the Blues. Here's Walters, great handball. Mitch Beard made inside 50. Cody direction, leads the charge, bounces awkwardly. Here's Piergross, breaks through the lines, gets it to Proctor. Walsh, now he's on that outer side wing. He'll go the short kick, has to be good to Edwards. Radley did well to get a hand into it, but I'll tell you what, Edwards did really well to recover. Great spearing pass to Will Hunter. So the Tigers, they've been good off half-back, but it's just been their entry inside forward 50. A running Walsh will go the short kick onto the lead. Garlett takes the mark, has to play on, spears the pass, an intercepted mark taken by Manane. And Manane's got Bidmate in the corridor. And out wide, he's got Morgan Morris if he's quick enough. And he's going to find him. So Morgan Morris has got an absolute paddock to run into. Inside forward 50. Cody out of the lead.
What a pass.
Coast-to-coast footy from the Blues. Sensational to watch. And Cody, he's hugging the boundary line. He's 35 metres out, and he's going to have a set shot at goal here. And I reckon it might be a right foot snap, Tildy.
Right behind him here, Hilly. Gee, that was a nice pass. And that's the difference in the two sides at the moment.
Turnover
ball
in
use,
the forward line.
It's a buzzword in the AFL at the moment, connection. And
look at this.
Portland don't have any inside their forward 50 at the moment.
So close, no checking there on Bid Mode, who just ran into an absolute paddock, and he's going to have a shot at goal, 25 out. Slight angle, but it's not going to worry him the distance. It's just going to be the matter of accuracy for Mitch Bidmade.
Very unselfish play by Cody for a full forward.
So Bidmade just going back.
A lot of them would have had a shot from there.
Oh, absolutely.
Good on him. Very unselfish.
Bidmade, great to have him back in the comp. Comes in, kicks through it, and he's kicked through it beautifully. He likes it. It's the Blues' 5th goal of the day and the first of this second term. And they extend their lead out to 21 points, 5-5-35. Portland 2-2-14, 16.5 minute gone, and you hit the nail on the head. That come from a result of a turnover, and they were just good to go from that spare man and Morgan Morris on that outer side wing, and it was a beautiful pass to Cody, who was unselfish in the end.
It's just, at the moment, it's just the lack of polish from the Tigers going inside forward 50. Just turned the footy over too much. And to Warrnambool's credit, they're a quality outfit and they capitalise on turnovers and they can hit some targets going forward. And as we said, Cody, very unselfish play there, right option, and Mitch Bidmate's a quality recruit to have back in the side. 21-point advantage to the Blues, and they're going to get this clearance again out of the centre through Walters. The ball goes down onto the half-forward line, almost a throw there by little Huey Morgan. Comes out the back towards Bidmate again. Just Bulk got it. He got it out there towards Wells. Jaden Wells. Oh, it might have been hung on to Cody. No, said the umpire. Comes back to Wells again. But intercepting and causing a stoppage there for Portland was Piergross. And there'll be a ball up deep in Warrnambool's forward line. They're doing all the attacking now. 5-5-35, 2-2-14. Radley. That was a good palm out, but it only favoured Portland. So Walsh, his handball didn't hit a target. Wells got it to Turlin. Turlin, nice little handball over the top. Went to Dwyer. He dodged one. Give it to Bell. So Bell's going to run inside 50. He'll have a ping. This could bounce through.
It did.
I think it was touched. Gee, I tell you what.
Yeah, I think it hit his leg, the Portland player.
One of those fluky bounces. So 5-6-36 on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. Second quarter action. Blackley Nota kicks it wide, good use of the body and a good mark taken out there by Tanner Lovell. So he wants to play on, but he hasn't really got many options, so he's going to have to go long, and reading it better. No, in fact, Morgan couldn't take the mark. Now he's got a chance to recover to receive that handball. Good handball too. Went back inside to Dwyer. They're doing all the running, the Blues. Chipping in there well was Lovell. He'd give it to Huppets. Huppets down the line. A good contested mark taken by Jeffy Garlett. So Jeffy goes short. Oh, he's going to have to hurry. It's 50 metres. He ran from behind, although did he play on?
Did he call play on?
Well, he was about to start, but he just...
So anyway, 50 metre penalty is going to result almost, I'd say, in a certain goal here to Portland, and it's going to be 10-11. So he's going to kick from the top of the goal square, so surely we'll put Portland's third on the board here this afternoon. We've played almost 19.5 minutes second quarter action. So Lovell comes in, bang, kicks a goal. So, well, like it or not, whether the 50 was there or not, it doesn't matter. So Portland 3-2-20. That's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard. They trail the Blues 5-6-36. And, well, no matter how they got it, Scotty Carter, they needed it.
Badly needed goal, Poss.
It was definitely there.
Yeah, it probably was, Blackie. You're probably right. But I guess the goal come about because, their captain, Coach Lockie Hutton, said outnumbered, just back and give a contest that one arm up in the air. It was pretty courageous play, and that's leading from the front and just stop the Blues' momentum there, rebounding out. And you can see now he's gone deep forward trying to drag Jackson Bell with him, which is a good move.
And I reckon they got Lovell going forward as well as a resting one as well. And he's been giving him a bit of drive, Tildy.
He has, Hilly. They've had their share of the footy, mate. They just haven't been able to capitalise going inside forward 50.
Turlin looked to shark the handball out. Morgan did well. Loose football. Plenty of players around the contest. Now they've got numbers here, the Tigers. Cade Lovell first to it. Here's Josh Edwards. He's wrapped up, not given an inch by Turlin.
Strong little tackler for his size.
Oh, he's a ripper, isn't he?
Yeah.
Hilly, I know you're a South Rovers man. I don't want to be a bearer of bad news, but the 2000 and 2005 Premiership reunion over there at Russell's Creek, they currently lead in the second quarter, 23-7, 145-0.
Well, I've got a foot in both camps because I've actually got two nephews playing in the seniors today.
We're not going too well, the old Rovers boys.
No. And the Creekers are going all right. Inside forward 50, Blackley Noda. Here's Cody, presents nicely. Tries just to hold things up, and he does it successfully at the 21-minute mark of this second term. So a later start here at the Rood Oval. We had the Kokoda ceremony, which was absolutely lovely. Well done to the Warrnambool Football Netball Club for getting involved with that. The 39th Battalion. So Malcolm in the ruck sort of wore the brunt of the big jump there from Reggie Mast. Jumping on it there was Jaden Wells, and not going anywhere further than about 2 metres. So Peter's just the last man to get up, and he gets the football to the officiating umpire. So Malcolm, what a ruckman he's been. Look to get that second tap. Gathered there by Morgan, dispossessed. Jackson feeds a handball out, looking for Cade Lovell. He went back into traffic. Peters into it again.
Back, was it? No.
And Morgan right on his tail. And Peters will be the last one to get it out once again. So 45 out. The Blues lead by 16. They've had a good second term, the second half of this second term. Malcolm, Jennings, here comes Edwards. Turlin reads it best, and nice on the half volley, picks it up, finds Geordie Walters. High up and under kick to centre half forward. Front position is Ben Malcolm, and he takes a beautiful Peter Box-Bridgestone mark of the day contender.
Yeah, beautifully done. And down the boundary line for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions, Ella Blackburn. And medical injury report, nothing to report on behalf of Croydon Pharmacy?
No, everyone's all clear, I think, Poss. Just coming off a rest. That's a well-earned rest from the players, but no, nothing there.
Magnificent. So there's going to be a boundary throw-in. I'll have to get off my chair to see here because we're looking around the corner. So there's going to be a boundary throw-in. It's going to be Big Benny Malcolm and Van Beek. They've been going at it predominantly all day. Dan Weymouth coming in for little short bursts on the ball. So Van Beek, you get front position. Malcolm will come from behind. Van Beek got the tap down. Only favoured Jackson. So Daniel Jackson, he got caught and tackled over the line, did he? And there's going to be another boundary thrown or a ball up, is it? It's going to be a ball up, I think, right on the edge of the boundary line.
Yep.
So it'll be Van Beek again with Malcolm. They lock horns. Malcolm tried to grab it out of the tail. Oh, beautiful evasive action there. That was magnificently done. But he's going to be collared, is Toby Jennings. Taken off him. This is Dwyer, top of the goal square. Where's Cody? Blackley Noda up from the front, misjudging it. Falls from behind. Here's Reggie Mast. Mast got it over to Lowe. Lowe got it to Radley. Radley has a flying shot at goal, and he's put it through. He's put it through for a snag of the day contender for Lucas Brothers Butchers, and that is his second.
Third.
It is for the afternoon. It is indeed. So the Blues, they go on their merry way 6-6-36. I didn't count your thumb, Blackie. 3-2-20. The Portland Tigers. We've played almost 24 minutes in this second quarter, and that, of course, is the Lee's contracting time clock. Scotty Carter, they're really starting to dominate now, the Blues, aren't
They look pretty polished, the Blues, at the moment. Look pretty fit, look pretty slick. And, I've said during the coverage, I like the look of their forward 50. They've got plenty of firepower up there. And, Bradley's kicked 3 out of 6. He's had a good day.
Garland across half back now. Malcolm in the middle. Not a bad TV show either. Here's Jackson. Gorgeously. Left foot kick goes out wide on the 45 to Jake Edwards.
Well done.
You ain't waiting for that one.
Spearing pass. Garland really pushed hard up half back. So Jeffy is in range. No, he's going to go the short option. Not his best kick. Makes his teammate work in Valentine. Sidesteps, gets it back. Left foot kick. High up and under. It's going to hug the boundary line. Watch out! Tad! Nearly took a big hanger.
He's hurt himself too, I think.
For Croydon Pharmacy. Have a look at that one down there, Blake.
Oh, he's winded himself, big Chad Fink.
Yeah, he launched at that from a long way back.
He was licking his lips and he was ready to go, young Chad. And it's a free kick. It's a free kick.
It is, Jesus.
So it's going to go to the Tigers, and they've got a chance to get a late one here. I think it's Ballantyne, right foot snap, and he kicks a goal. It is a goal to the Portland Tigers. I'm just watching that play to see who it was.
Keep an eye on him,
I reckon it might have been young Cody Jones, but it was one of the smaller forwards.
It's a nice snap around the corner.
And it was Cody Jones, number 24, so he's kicked his first of the day.
He's no good, young.
And 16.
Young Finch.
There's 16 points to the margin, 6-6-42 to 4-2-26. And Big Chad.
I think he hit the top of the point post.
Oh, geez. I was watching him, and he's a great young kid. He was licking his lips about 5 seconds before they ball came, and I'll tell you what, he launched high, Blackie.
Unbelievable.
He was above the trees at the back of the Reed Oval. I swear he hit the point post at the top of it.
Hit his head on top of the goalpost.
Oh, that was unbelievable. So there's going to be a secondary bounce here in the centre. Oh, that was magnificent. 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes gone, second quarter, on the verge of half-time here. So Weymouth, shielding himself for the sun, will go up against Malcolm. Malcolm got the tap down. Oh, he could have been held without it. No, said the umpire. Nicely taken away there by Jackson. So they got a chance to go forward. Good kick, and Walsh marks it and plays on immediately. Now, has he got a player to spot up? He hasn't. It falls to the back. Getting onto it first there would have been Jakey Edwards. Now little Jeffy. His handball went nowhere. Getting back onto it is Cowlin. He's under pressure is Radley. Here's a chance for the Tigers. Handball over the back. Gala's going to run onto it again. He applies the tackle. Good tackle. The umpire said, no, he had no prior opportunity and he'll ball it up.
I'd love to pinch one just for half time, boys.
Yeah, they've gained a little bit of ascendancy just in the last minute or so, which has been good.
Haven't they looked better when Jeff Garlett's got the ball in hand?
Yeah, he's just dangerous, isn't he? So here we go again. Up they go. That was Oakley. Falls to Morgan for Warrnambool. His quick kick out of the pack goes down the line. It'll go over the line out of bounds in the wing position. So the Blues have got out of danger momentarily. Almost 27 minutes gone in this second quarter. So Portland, they've hit back reasonably well. They trail by 16 points.
Stayed in the game, Poss, haven't they?
They have.
Yeah.
So it'll be all Weymouth here on his own. Handballed over the top. I waited for the umpire to say, no ruck Portland, no ruck Portland. But it comes out to Manane. Manane got it out to Jai Turl, and his kick goes out of bounds on the full relieving free kick. Trent will be taken by Portland.
Yeah, geez, one of the very few errors you see Jai Turl make. So, as you said, we're getting on the cusp of quarter to half-time. Edwards, a spearing pass. Big fly. Oh, nearly a great mark taken there by Ballantyne. Ball comes out the back. Walsh.
He's been good this quarter.
He has. Looked to centre half forward. And
give
it's
him
just,
a wrap.
Good on you, Tildy. Good on you.
Bidmaid wraps and cleans it up. Tanner Blackley-Noda trying to get Walters. Here's Fletcher Timms. A long kick inside. 50 to 3 on 2. Moody has to be quick to get the handball out. Morgan Morris reads it best. Wrapped up by Proctor. Got the handball out. Coming through is Peters. Handball out to Morgan Morris.
Yeah, good decision.
And a free kick's going to go to Connor Peters.
Yeah.
And umpire Romaz said there was a throw, and it's going to be Jack Walsh who gets a free kick, who's been someone that's sort of given him a bit of connection up the ground, Tildy.
Well, he's been really good until I give him a rap and he coughed that one up going forward. But no, he's a likely type, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a ripper, Jack Walsh.
Yeah, I think he suffered an ankle injury when we were out covering that game at Bushfield. He missed a few weeks, I think.
Correct. Lives in Geelong and travels down back to his Portland Tigers. So the kick has to be spot on to Proctor, and it is just by the nick of time. So what can the Tigers do here, or what can the Blues do? It'd be dangerous, sort of. The Blues are able to get one. He looks to corridor, through the fingers. Probably just went prematurely through to the corridor. Kick forward by Steer, Radley, Timms. Just lost control. Bit of a little bump there. Back to Peters. Here comes Morgan. Morris kicks to a bit of space, and Walsh at the top of the 10-yard square, just by themselves, takes an uncontested mark.
Yeah, did it like a goalkeeper. Just held his ground there, Walsh. So well done. Got it out to Blackley Noda. It's been pretty good off halfback too for the Portland Tigers today. Goes down the line. And, I think he had a little bit more time there, little Jakey Edwards, but he couldn't control it. It's gone over the line, out of bounds. We've played 29 minutes in this second quarter, almost half-time. The Tigers down the line there from Rookie. The Tigers by 2 points. That's the Richmond Tigers.
Well, they'll be up and about, the Tigers.
So, boundary throwing, it's got to be Malcolm. Again, up against Weymouth. Malcolm's got the front position. Come back to Weymouth. He's kicked down the line. Only went as far as Blackley Noda, but he couldn't control it. It's gone over the line, out of bounds, right underneath the Solomons Flooring and Blind scoreboard, which reads 4-2-26. The Portland Tigers, they trail the Blues 6-6-42. And again, down the line from Rookie, looks like we've got the first leg of the quaddie. So when you get a free go at it, because you're given the answers of the quiz, hopefully they might this afternoon. Malcolm. Oh, that might have been too high. It was. And this will be a free kick to the Blues. And I think it's going to go to Timms, I reckon it is. Is it Fletcher Timms? Yeah. So this will be a goal, Alan Blackburn, that the Tigers don't want, because they've sort of got their way back into the game.
Yeah, you're right. Inside 50s are fairly even for this quarter, but...
So Fletcher Timms, only a slight angle, 35 metres out, kick on its way. I think he may have missed it to the right, or the left he has. So 6-7-43, 30-minute mark, 30 and a half minutes now gone this second quarter. Portland 4-2-26. And, they want to get themselves to half-time and regroup, I reckon, Hilly, but they're going okay, the Tigers.
They're going okay, but the Blues are going just that fraction bit better. So Moody, he'll kick in and he'll go long. Watch Jennings fly. Toby trying to take on the biggest tower in the Hampton League, and Sam Cowling wasn't successful. Here's Chad Fink up the ground. A little toe poke over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw, and always ambitious, that one, when you're going to try and take on Sam Cowling. Tildy Carter, he's a big man.
Oh, it's fair to say Sam's taken a few contested marks in his time in Hampton League footy, hasn't he? Yeah.
Absolutely. So boundary throwing will occur between wing and half forward, favouring the Blues. Will shallow throw in. Drops a bit short. You would have maybe replay that one. Half-time beats them all. So at the half-time break, in beautiful conditions here at the Reed Oval, our Round 15 Hampton League Live match of the day. It's the Warrnambool Blues leading Portland 6-7-43 to the Portland Tigers 4-2-26, a 17-point buffer. So the Blues are going well at the moment, but still plenty of football to be played. Blackie, we'll go through the goal kickers with you for both sides.
All right, for Warrnambool, Eamon Radley's had a great half, kicked 3 goals, singles to Zach Dwyer, Angus Lowe and Mitch Pittmade. And for the Portland Tigers, all singles to Jeffrey Garland, Chad Fink, Tanner Lovell and Cody Jones.
Tildy, we'll go to you. Maybe some better players for both sides and a little bit of a first half synopsis of what's occurred.
The Blues just look a bit more polished to me, Hilly. They do, especially going inside their forward 50. And as I said, I like the mix of Radley, Weymouth when he's down there. Angus Lowe's had a bit of an influence on the game. Cody's been well held, still contributed to a couple of goals to the Blues. So I like their setup inside their forward 50. The Portland Tigers, you really like the way they go about it when it comes off that attacking footy, but there's just times where you've just got to take your medicine. For instance, here when Proctor was hemmed in against the boundary line, he's tried to kick inboard into the corridor to a 1-on-3. It just there's just times where instead of playing green light footy, you got to
play the red light footy.
Yeah, or a bit of amber footy. Just take your medicine a little bit, kick it down the line, get some numbers front and square, and start again further up the field. I know they want to be attacking, and looks great when it comes off, and it's a good style of footy, but I just think they've just got to get a little bit of compromise in their game at times.
And that's probably where it's hurt them a few times too. That turnover then results in goal from the Warrnambool Blues. And Warrnambool do score well from turnover, especially the way their forward line's set up.
Well, they do, mate. They do, especially with that class of Bell coming off half-back. You give him a bit of a sniff with space in front of him. He's got the skill level and the knowledge to just set your play up off there.
Absolutely. Hey, boys, we're going to take a break. And at the half-time show brought to you by Crawley's Milk Bar, we've got our netballer of the week. And Lockie Rook caught up with Jessica Tobin-Salzman from the Port Fairy Seagulls earlier in the week, who was our Crawley's Milk Bar netballer of the week. So we're going to take a break. We'll gather our thoughts and we look forward to coming back for third quarter action. And before I do, let's go around the grounds. Well, thanks to Matco Hire. Up at the Lura Oval, it's a halfway mark of the third term, and Camperdown are leading 6-4-40 to the South Warrnambool Roosters 3-7-25. So a 15-point ball game, so a close one up there as well.
Low scoring, Hilly.
It is low scoring, and I'd imagine the conditions would be pretty good up at the Lura Oval as well. But let's take a break. We'll gather our thoughts, and we look forward to coming back for some third term action footy between the Warrnambool Blues and the Tigers. And the Blues currently lead at half-time by 17 points.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Pure Stream AV is your local audiovisual expert across Warrnambool and Southwest Victoria. Delivering professional live streaming, event production and AV support you can rely on. From weddings and school performances to sports and community events, we handle the tech so you don't have to. Just need the gear? We also offer flexible AV hire with reliable equipment ready when you are. Pure Stream AV, local, professional and ready to help your event shine. Call us today.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, love and everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
This autumn at Pearson's Nursery in Allensford, you'll find a stunning selection of vibrant, locally grown annuals and perennials. It's easy to see why Pearson's Nursery is one of the Southwest's best kept secrets. Visit Pearson's Nursery, Growers Road, Allensford, and discover the difference.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hint to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Caramit Road, Warrnambool.
Delicious meals, kids' playroom, function room, big screen TV, sports, live music, courtesy bus. Rafferty's Tavern has something for the whole family. Become a Hump member for special discounts at the Thirsty Camel drive-through bottle shop. Whatever the occasion, make it memorable at Rafferty's Tavern.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need something welded or fabricated? See Warrnambool Sheet Metal. Commercial kitchens, benches, exhaust and new canopies, handrails, gates, mailboxes and toolboxes. There's not much Warrnambool Sheet Metal can't do. Braithwaite Street.
Hampton League Live.
For McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, MGA Insurance, the Hampton Vet Clinic and Lucas Brothers Butchers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Halftime show. It is our netball of the week. We do it all thanks to Crawley's Milk Bar in Terang. And for our first half of the split round, our netballer of the week, We go to the Gardens Oval in Port Fairy and say hello to Jess Tobin-Salzman. Hello, Jess.
Hello, how are you?
Good, congratulations.
Thank you.
Crawley's Milk Bar voucher coming your way, and I think you guys have got a little road trip up that way very soon.
Yes, it's well timed.
So there's the post-game feed all
Very
sorted
excited,
for you.
yeah.
Hey, congratulations. Obviously, on the form last week, you're getting yourself into the best on court, but not the ideal result for a team, but 11-goal loss to Croydon, who are flying at the moment. How have the signs been for Port Fairy, and how have you guys been tracking along this year?
Probably a bit of a disappointing loss for us last week against Croydon. Probably one of the ones we were hoping to get in the bag. Our form this year has been great. We've been growing a lot in our own individual game and just working on gelling as a team, which is probably our main goal this year, was just to get a few more wins on the board and really start to put a unit together as a team that works together well. So I think we've got a few big ticks on that front. A couple of disappointing losses, but we'll just take that as something to work on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What about your form as well, sitting third in the goals too? So I think, I'm sure you've probably got thoughts, but I think fantastic season for you so far. How have you seen it?
Yeah, not too bad. Probably I thought I had a bit of a slow start this year. Not my best, but creeping up there in the goal scoring's not too bad, so probably shouldn't be so hard on myself.
I know, I was going to say, third's not too bad,
It's
nothing
not
to
too
sneeze
bad,
at.
yep.
What about your last few years as well? You've spent a lot of time now in this open side at Port Fairy. How are you finding your feet? And we were just speaking off air about the fact that, it's keeping that core group together is a priority for Port Fairy going forward.
Yeah, definitely looking. Last couple of years I've had at Port have been fantastic. Coming back to netball after COVID and to a new club was exciting. And took myself a little bit of time to work back into it. We're probably just really I've been there a few years now and just really looking to find that goal attack that works well as a team. And we've definitely got some great opportunities with Georgia and I working very, very well together. Lots of room to grow into, but I think we've got a good foundation going.
Tell us about your netball journey. You said you only come to Port Fairy in the last few years, so where did it all begin for you?
I did all of my juniors at South Warrnambool, so 13s right through to I think a year or two in seniors. That's where all my sisters played there for their juniors. So from South.
And then from Roosterland over to the Gardens Oval to Seagull Land. What was the reasoning behind heading to Port Fairy?
We sort of had a timely break with COVID. I also got quite unwell during that time. Didn't really, a couple of my sisters went off to Melbourne for uni and things and didn't really know if we'd come back to netball. But when I got asked by a friend to go over and coach some juniors over there, and I thought I was missing the netball, would be a good way to dip the toes back in. Coached I think it was a half season back after COVID, the juniors there, and loved it, loved everything Port Fairy had going on over there. So the next year I thought I'd put the shoes back on and get out on the court. Just haven't looked back since then.
I was going to say, have you had a chance to sort of look back and go, geez, I'm so glad that I did take up the coaching offer?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was missing it hard and, needed to get back into a hobby. So, I was definitely grateful to have the offer to go over and just to work with juniors, just a bit of fun.
For sure.
Very, very grateful that just sort of came around. And, I guess I haven't really, ever looked back. Love Port Fairy,
And tell us about the club and also the fact that you now get to play netball with your sister as well, and you mentioned playing with them at South, but tell us what that's been like.
So absolutely love Port Fairy and everything it has to offer, the way it runs. We're definitely a culture first club, making sure everyone's having a good time on and off the field and courts. And since I've been there, I've been telling the sisters about it. Come on, get on the court. I think I got Inks on the court first to fill in 3 or 4 years ago for one game. And now she's moved back from Melbourne. I've got her in the team full time, so I've ticked that box. But I started with Ailish, got her there last year, and then I was working really hard on Shanae and Inks over the summer and got there as well. So got them all back there now, all 4 of us.
How good!
Yeah,
and it must be nice, but also for the parents as well. Must be really nice to have everyone together at one club.
Stoked, they're so happy. Dad is if anyone knows my dad, he's our number one fan. He's I think a lot of people would know Dad. He does wear the purple camo pants to the ground.
Purple camo pants.
Yep, he'll have his Port Fairy scarf and beanie on, and then he's got his work hard yakkers that are camo, and he's got in a purple pair. So he's easy to spot, and here also everyone would have heard him before, I'm sure.
That's so good. I love the purple camo
He's
pants.
the best. Yeah.
And but it must be nice too, because the support must be lovely.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and they always have been right from juniors. Pop, Mum and Dad are always there. So they've picked that up right after. As soon as we came back after COVID to netball, they supporting always.
And you mentioned about Port Fairy too. Very tight-knit family club. Obviously, a really tight-knit community that looks after their own,
Absolutely,
Jess, but also a really tight-knit family club too.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yep. Everyone's. I feel like even if you don't have family there or you've never played there before, like I did when I started, they're just really looking for good people, and if you're not bad on the footy field or the netball court, doesn't hurt either. But if you're a good person, you're always welcome. So
hey, it's a great way to be. Tell us about your coaches too. So Ange Northcott is heading up the Seagulls open site, and Forrest as well has been involved. So what have they been like to work with this year?
Yeah, fantastic. I've worked with Emily a couple of times over the last few years, so she's always knew that was going to be great. And Ange is just really, I've loved everything she's had to bring. She's brought a very professional sort of side and approach to the year, which is, I think, exactly what we needed, and just a huge amount of knowledge. Like, she's been just gathering the knowledge and the experience obviously for a long time, and so stoked to sit down and listen to anything she has to say. So absolutely love what Ange has brought this year to the club.
Looking forward to the future. Obviously, bye weekend this weekend. For the next couple of weeks, is there a team goal? Is there an aim to finish? Obviously, you'd like to finish the season strong, but is there a couple of goals in that squad that you're looking to achieve?
Yeah, I think it's the number one all year is just to keep gelling as a team and to consolidate to try finish the season off strong. There's a couple of games in there that we would like to finish on top of, so that's definitely planning to strategies against those couple of players that we need to come with a little bit of a special approach. So that's on the cards, I think, just over the next few weeks.
Well, congratulations so far on your season. It's been outstanding. And Jess, thanks so much for coming in. Congratulations again on being a netballer of the week. And good luck for the rest of the year.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers, Ricky.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor-outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
G'day, Luke Williams here. At Luke Williams Real Estate, competition is in our nature. Per team member, we sell more properties than anyone else. We're not the biggest, but we are the busiest. Luke Williams Real Estate. Let's kick some winning goals together this season.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Need insurance? See MGA Insurance Group. Great service, expert advice and competitive premiums for farmers, business owners and transport operators. Call Dennis and Gareth Morgan and Glenn Skilbeck, 55596 200.
The Flying Horse is more than just a pub. It's the perfect spot to kick back with friends or family. Indulge in a delicious meal from the new menu and wood-fired kitchen.
Celebrate in one of their multiple function rooms. Catch up with mates in the sports bar or TAB. Grab a slab from the Thirsty Camel bottle shop. There's even a courtesy bus. Plus, don't miss Locals Night every Thursday night with food and drink specials, live music and more. For the perfect venue, it's got to be the Flying Horse, of course.
Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater has all your fresh meats ready to go. And small goods handmade on the premises daily. Yeah! Find Peter, the chicken, lamb, pork and beef eater at Lucas Brothers Butchers with easy, convenient drive-through. Corner of Banyan and Lava Streets, Warrnambool.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop. Open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sungold.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Hampton League Live.
For Sungold, fresh local milk. Ponting's Mitre 10, Harvey Norman Warrnambool and Madden's Lawyers.
94.5 3YB FM.
Great timing. Third quarter just underway. And it's a 17-point lead to the Warrnambool Blues. Secondary stoppage after the ball up to commence the third term. Huppert's playing deep forward. Fink up the ground a little bit. And Malcolm still in the ruck. And a bit of nice work there to Blackley Noda. He'll go by foot to the wing looking for Fink out in front. Radley on his tail. Good enough to retrieve and regather. Coming through there was Lovell. He got the little faint handball that I think it just didn't quite work in the end. He's wrapped up, not going anywhere. And we'll have a stoppage between wing and half forward for the Portland Tigers. Huppert's probably the only one playing deep forward. It looks like any real different to the line-up tilt.
I've cast my eye around, Hilly. I think things are pretty settled, mate, to be honest. Proctor's still got Cody down the other end of the ground, and Way now started deep forward for the Blues like he did at the start of the game, mate.
Jamison Ballantyne goes towards half forward. Tommy Burns playing forward for the Tigers. Hot footy. Burns did well. Gets it. Has to be quick. In Fink, just a little bit slow, holding the ball. Free kick to the Warrnambool Blues.
Tackling pressure's been pretty good all day with the Blues.
Yeah, they've been consistent, haven't they? Yeah. They've been absolutely consistent. So Bidmate Liam will get the free kick across right half back.
Oh, yeah, and he dodges around Fink, and then he goes down the line with his left foot. It's a scrubbly old kick. It's going to favour Portland. Malcolm, good handball over the top, went to the advantage of Tanner Lovell. Now's kick inside 50, but standing underneath it is Jackson Bell.
Probably something up there, Tildy.
Yeah, it does, mate. I've said it probably a bit too often during the game, Blackie. I think they need to play a defensive forward on him.
Bell just reads the play so well, doesn't he? That could have been a free kick there to Toby Jennings, but the umpire said no. It comes to Manane. Manane got it out to Reggie Mast. So Reggie goes wide, good kick, but could have been a free kick to Portland there, but it come to Radley. Radley gives it back to Reggie, who's followed on. Reggie for a left foot shot at goal, and he's missed to the left. So first score of the third quarter on the Solomon's Flooring and Blowing scoreboard. Warrnambool 6-8-44, leading Portland 4-26.
The thing I like about Manane, boys, is he's a good decision maker in the fact that he just takes a simple option. Just gives a little give there instead of swinging onto his left foot or something like that. It's smart footballer.
So the kick in from Moody's good, finds Cade Lovell. So this is probably where they've been falling down a little bit. It's that kick outside from half back. A nice mark by Malcolm to a running Connor Peters. He'll go short via foot too much. Burns in the right place at the right time. So Burns, Huppert's providing. Here's Fink, has to jump high. Fink try to grab it. feeds the handball out. Loose football. Steer bangs it on the boot to get out of defensive 50. Blackley Noted jumps to it first to that awkward bounce. Jumping on it there was Mars. Nice bit of work there by Morgan Morris. Goes to Weymouth, who's at centre half forward. He's got a running teammate in Bidmaid. He'll go short inside, forward 50 to the lead of Cody. Bounces favourably. Turns inside out. Right foot snap. Out of bounds on the full. It was a good build-up, but he was tight along the boundary, Tildy, and just didn't have much room to try and work it around.
Yeah, I actually thought Mitch Bidmaid might have got the blinkers on there and had a bit of a go from 50-60 out, but unselfish play to Cody, and he was hemmed in against the boundary line. Actually, give Proctor his dues. He's played Cody pretty close there today.
And down the boundary line there for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions, Alan Blackburn, when they win the ball in defence, Warrnambool, they're just so good to clean up and mop it up and take it out, aren't they?
They are, but Portland have caused a few turnovers themselves with poor execution, but yeah, they look a bit cleaner, don't they, Warrnambool, especially going forward. Cody hasn't kicked a goal, so he's done a pretty good job, Till.
Yeah, he's played him pretty close. He's made him earn everything he's got today, for sure, Blackie.
So we've got a boundary throw in. It's going to be Malcolm and Van Beek again. They've been at it most of the day. So Van Beek, front position this time, got the tap. It's going to favour Portland. Come back to Van Beek. He couldn't control it. Come back to Malcolm. There's an opportunity through the centre to Ballantyne. Got it over there towards Edwards. Handball back into the centre. They're under pressure of the Tigers, but that's a good kick into space. So running race and leading in the race, although he's getting run down here. And in fact, Warrnambool are going to clear this in the end. It comes out towards Wells. That was Jaden Wells, but again, one back well by Portland. Little kick in short. Oh, couldn't quite hold the mark, but he's recovered beautifully. Kicks on the left foot to the top of the goal square. Fink from behind couldn't take the mark. Comes to Huppets. Huppets held without it, no, said the umpire. Ball's at ground level. Stacks on the middle. I think the umpire will come in and clean it up. He will. He'll ball it up. Forward pocket for the Portland Tigers. They trail 4-2-26. Warrnambool 6-8-44, and that's on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. Lee's contracting time clock just ticking into 5 minutes up. They go Fink, Van Beek from the back, got the tap. Favoured Huppets. Couldn't control it. The ball will go over the line out of bounds. This time for a boundary throw in front of the umpire's room. So they're trying hard, aren't they, Tildy? But they just can't get any free footy in their forward line.
Definitely can't knock their endeavour, Poss. I think that's been there all day, mate. Just as we said, their skill errors have been hurtful today, and must give credit to Warrnambool's pressure too, I think, mate.
Van Beek just went towards the boundary line, and a secondary boundary throw and occur. Got a couple of special guests up in the box too.
We have.
A couple of great supporters of the Hampton Football Netball League. On speaker Roma Bridnell, member for South West Coast, and the federal member for Warrnambool, Dan T. And also coming up here, and as we said in the pre-game, they were here for the Kokoda match ceremonies, which was absolutely terrific. Boundary throw-in, Zach Dwyer goes for a second effort. Bidmaid flicks it over the top. Coming through was Lovell, may have not had it. Dump kick outside defensive 50 from...
Oh, good mark.
Turlin, but a beautiful, well-read mark there by Piergross. Tanner Blackley Noter inside 50, spearing pass. Too much on the kick out. The back they go. Huppets, Timms, back to himself. Kicks it out of defensive 50. And it might work out to Weymouth. They've got the out number. Piergross just lost his footing. Here comes Angus Lowe. Zach Dwyer turns around. He's got Radley there. Morgan Morris will contest. But a nice mark taken there by Jay Moody in the end. Just better positioned. And Moody will get the Tigers a chance to move the ball forward once again. I like Blackley Noter up the ground a little bit too, Till. He just gives them a bit of bounce and a good spearing pass.
He does look to take the... Here he goes. Look in, Hilly. He does look to take the game on at every opportunity.
Moody's kick to Jones was good, but they've turned it over. So they've got to win this footy back again. They will through Burns. Burns got it to Blackley Noter. He might have a flying shot from 50. Does at the top of the goal square, but it's going to be rushed through for one behind by Jackson Bell. 6-9-45. That is on the Solomon's Flooring and Blind scoreboard. So Jackson Bell plays on quickly, gets it out to Morgan. You give it back to Bell, who keeps running. Just lopes down towards the half-forward line, or his half-back line. Cowling couldn't take the mark, and the ball's forced over the line out of bounds, about 80 metres around from the Portland goal. So they trail by 17 points, 4-3-27, 6-8-44. We've played 7.5 minutes almost on the Lee's contracting time clock. So Van Beek and Malcolm, been at it most of the day. It's been a great duel. So Malcolm takes front position. Van Beek from behind actually tried to take it out of the air. He couldn't do it. Handball went over the top. Running onto it there was Dwyer. Come back to Turlin. Turlin got it back to Morgan. Morgan's little belter went down the line, but only as far as Blackley Noter. And he'll take the mark for Portland end, play on, wing position, kicks it towards centre half forward. Jeffy Garlett should have marked it, didn't. He recovers, handball over the top. Here's Jeffy again, butted up well, but he again can't pick it up. It comes out there towards Bidmate. That's Mitch. He tried to fend off the tackle and couldn't do it. It comes out to Sam Carter, and his kick fortuitously falls in the hands of Van Beek. So Van Beek, almost the centre of Reed Oval, kicks it down long. Marking contest. Up they go. Big mark from high by low. Played on straight away. Got it to Manane. Manane got it to Radley. Radley gives it across there to, who was that? It's
Morgan
Morris. And good movement by the Blues. And they've kicked a goal, the first of this third quarter. So they go to 7-8-50. And they're leading the Portland Tigers 4-3-27. And again, we've said it a few times, Scotty Carter, but just cleaner when they win the footy out there.
They are. And once again, that guy who's very clean all the time, Manane, involved again. Always nice and clean. And Angus Lowe, he might be an unheralded player for too much longer, boys. He's quality. He's a really good player. Yeah, he's a good player. This one, Portland are going to try to make something happen here and try to manufacture some goals. He's only kicked four goals virtually 10 minutes into the third quarter. I wonder if they roll a dice and put Blackley Noted forward, boys. Yeah. They just need something. There's no point just letting the game Miranda along how it is at the moment.
Mako high around the ground. South Warrnambool leading by 10 points up at the Lura Oval, 50-40. Start of that final term. Here's Peters off half back. He's going to have to quickly kick it because he's ran his meterage. Hunter, just too much on the kick for there. Reading it better there was Cowling, but not his best. 50-50 contest. That was Bidmate and Peters. Peters trying to keep it alive. Does well. Kicks on the lateral angle and he finds Jennings. Even maybe Jennings spending a bit more time forward too because he can take a contested mark. Good kick out in front to Hunter.
That is a good kick.
And that was an elite kick from an elite player. And Will Hunter needs to go back and convert this because that's probably where they've let themselves down, the Tigers, is a goal kicking throughout the course of the afternoon.
Well, goals have been so hard for him to come by, haven't they, Hilly? He's a fair way out, but I think he's pretty good leg. And, I know he's been in the reserves for a bit, this bloke, but I reckon he goes quite well.
Presents well.
Yep, or he's not a bad one-on-one mark either.
So Will Hunter, he'll kick from every bit of 50 metres out. They need something. It's a floater. It's going to drop short. And approaching it hard was Tanner Lovell. And it goes through for a minor score. So they go to 4-4-28, trailing the Blues 7-8-50. Blake, your thanks to B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions.
Yeah, just a cleaner. They're too clean, aren't they, Warrnambool? They're better with their team effort, especially kicking going forward. They're much better and just using a lot better than...
As Jackson puts that one out in the forward.
He's played on from full-back.
Say nothing. I know nothing.
So Blackley Noted gets it. He drives it long again. We need a mark. Up they go! What a good mark. He's pulled play on.
Oh, what happened there?
He's pulled play on. That was a magnificent mark by Tanner Lovell. I'm not quite sure why.
It was a touch off the boot.
It was a clear mark.
What?
But anyway, in the meantime, Walters is going to clear for the Blues. He's going to get it out to Turlin, who's got an absolute paddock. So Jai Turlin, he's running away from big Benny Malcolm. I don't like his chances, Benny. So Turlin goes inside 50 looking for Cody, and over the top affecting him. A very, very good spoil out there was the fella Proctor. So Paulie Proctor.
That's cost the mark of the day there.
That was, unless it was touched off the boot, Scott, it had to be a mark.
Possibly.
It had to be.
And I would have backed him in too to kick that one. He's a beautiful kick, Tanner Lovell.
Was that one better than Jennings's down the other end? Mate, probably because it's closer to us.
That's unfortunate. As a result, Warrnambool were able to just run it out of defence, and now all of a sudden it's in their forward line. So boundary throw in, Proctor from behind, Reggie Mast in front. Proctor won it down. Coming out of defence, but only as far as Liam Bidmate. So Bidmate's marked it right on the 50-metre line. He's gone back. He'll handball it across. There's a big kick by Timms.
Yeah, good leg.
That's a magnificent kick, and it's a goal. So put that one down. Alan Blackburn for a snag of the day contender, thanks to Lucas Brothers Butchers. And you can get some marinated chops down there in the morning if you're quick enough.
And the pinwheels posse will go, are they?
Oh, they just hide them for me.
Yeah, I'm a T-bone man down there. Very nice.
Sundays anymore, as they used to be. But
no.
You'll have to go down Monday to get your pinwheels.
Tell you what,
but gee, that was
Fletcher Timms.
That was a beautiful kick by Fletcher Timms.
Been a good pick up from North Warrnambool.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I think he's nearly played nearly every game since he's been in the Blues a couple of years ago. Yeah, shuts someone down back, and then all of a sudden, if a half-back flanker can go and kick your goal like that, it's a real bonus.
Yeah, 8-8-56, brother, 4-4-28, Trent Hill.
Yeah, they lead by 28 points, don't they? They need something here, the Tigers, but the Blues are just controlling everything. Here's Cade Lovell, feeds the handball out to his good mate Jack Walsh. Puts it out in front of the destination of Burns. Bid made. Now it's Burns. Little chip kick over the top. Oakley needs to present. Front and centre was Edwards. Just couldn't quite get there in the end. Here comes Fletcher Timms. Just bangs it on the boot. And reading it well was Morgan. He's got Radley over the back there. No. Piergross just closing in. But he's got Jai Turlin, someone equally as good. He's got some time and space. Just takes a casual bounce. And he'll go towards Radley, but Piergross front position. And a nice mark taken there by Charlie Piergross. Hasn't had the intercepting work that he's done previously. Not his best kick. Here's Turlin inside 50. Edwards got a fist on it, but it could have been marked. Coming through there was Radley. Feeds it out. It was Mast. In fact, here comes Proctor. He's been one of their best, and he takes a second bounce. He'll go the short kick in towards the corridor. Too much for Burns. Coming through was Edwards. Nearly poked up and got Burns in the end. His feet up was pretty good. Looks for Oakley. Tries to sock it off the ground. Nice bit of work there by Bidmade. Works it back to Weymouth. Back to Bidmade. Short kick. Just in. And finds Low on that outer side wing.
So Low been good today, and speaking of good, this man's been outstanding. Jai Turlin. So Turlin outside 50. Little low worm burner. But chipping in and taking the mark out there was Piergross for the Tigers. He handball went over the top. The opportunity to clear again through Edwards. A little handball went over the top again towards Jackson. So that's better movement by the Tigers. And a good mark taken on that far outer side wing. There was Cade Lovell, I think it was. So running onto the ground, calling for it as Tanner Lovell, but he's about 80 metres away. So the tap over the top was by Sam Carter for the Blues. They're just controlling things in the back line. So Sammy Cowling, he kicks it wide, looking for touch. Reggie Masters there. Oh, it bounces in Warrnambool's favour. Nicely done out there, though, by Edwards. How's a kick back forward, but again, standing underneath it is Cowling. Flying for it was Jeffy Gull. At least he made a contest, and a flying shot at goal has missed everything.
You know,
that was Tanner Lovell.
Kicking a torpedo from the wing up in the air inside your forward 50. It's not going to get it done, is it?
Well, when you haven't got that tall forward,
exactly,
Scotty, and they're bombing it in, you got blokes like Bell and Cowling just standing under it. They're just going to pick it off all day, aren't they? So here's Morgan.
Kicking on Sam Cowling's head.
Yep. So Morgan just waltzes away, kicks down the line, up they go Radley, 2 to beat, and he couldn't beat one of them, who was Piergross. And there'll be a boundary throw in about 75 metres around for the Portland goal. They trail by 28 points, which is not ideal. 4-4-28, 8-8-56, brother the Blues, 15 and a half minutes, third quarter action, Trenell.
Weymouth up against Oakley this time around. So Burns, who hasn't stopped trying, he's been one of their best today, Tildy, I would have thought.
Liked his game, Hill. He plays for a high work rate.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Hard worker.
And now Malcolm's gone deep forward, boys.
Which I don't mind. Just gives him a marking target if they can get it down there. So Oakley might do a bit more of the ruck work in this third term in hope that the Tigers may be able to get a bit of forward structure going. Jackson feeds a handball to Edwards. Left foot kick, Radley the spare, and Radley just reads it best. And I'll tell you what, he's a genuine defender.
Good player.
Who reads the ball so well.
Yeah. I would like to see the Tigers try to even that up inside their forward 50 instead of allowing the Blues to spare. Like, that must mean the Tigers have got one spare in their back 50 or one spare at the stoppage. Even up and try to play 6 on 6.
Yeah. Short kick to Manane's good. And as we know with Manane, just simple football and does it so well. Look at that. Out in front, Morgan Morris was the target. Reading it best there was Lovell. Has to be quick via hand. Here's Moody. Bounces a little bit awkwardly. Gets the handball out. Jackson has to be quick via hand, and he is. Edwards over the top. Finds a teammate in Jennings. Sidesteps back to Edwards. Inside 50. Jake Edwards kicks long towards goal. And he kicks across the face. And a minor score for the Portland Tigers. So a better build-up, but just couldn't execute the final kick. So it's 4-5-29. Blackers to 8-8-56. Warrnambool 16 minutes gone in the third term.
Yeah, 3 points they've kicked for the quarter. Portland to 2-1 for Warrnambool. So they need to get a wriggle on if they need to get into this game.
Yeah, Jaden Wells got it out there towards Reggie Mast. Reggie Mast got it back to Jaden Wells. Nearly got run down. They're all falling over like 9 pins. In they go. Lowe got back and effected a tackle, which was good enough to force a stoppage. So there'll be a ball up just inside the centre square, just on the attacking side for the Warrnambool Blues, controlling the game at the moment, 8-8-56 to 4-5-29. We've played almost 17 and a half minutes of this third quarter action. Hampden League Live this afternoon. Here's Reggie Mast. Dodges one, kicks at the top of the goal square. Cody, one out, and marks it! Put that one down for a highlight of the day. Peter Bolch, Bridgestone, Alan Blackburn, because he took a one-hander, plays on, snaps it, and he's missed.
And the
In
full,
fact, he's missed everything. No, it's a point. He just had to go back there and just take his time and slot it through. Sugar me timbers, Alan Blackburn. Well,
What did he do? Play on? I missed it.
Trying to kick it around the corner.
Well, of course, he could have got his Lucas Brothers Butcher snag of the day, but he butchered it. Blackie.
He did.
So here's Blackley
Bad
Noda.
pass there, not bad.
Blackley Noda kicks long. He's been Portland's best, I reckon. Beautiful kick to the wing.
Yeah.
Up they go. It's a free kick now. Over the top's good because it's going to give Joshy Edwards a chance. Now here's Matty Malcolm. Surely they
Gotta
can...
go back, boss.
What's happened here?
Gotta go back, mate.
Oh, dear. He had space in how to play a loose two out there, which was little Oscar Barbary. But it's got to come all the way back, and now Warrnambool are going to push numbers back. So a bit unfortunate there for the Tigers. So the free kick's going to go short. Good kick too, and under pressure took a good mark was little Cody Jones. He goes further down the line. This is Edwards. So again, he's just going to have to kick to a contest because I just don't think he's got a one out. He has it. So here we go. Malcolm. Take the mark. It falls to the back. Van Beek. The big fella bends down and gets it out there towards Walters. So big fly was by Radley, but he couldn't hold it. Now spinning out of trouble is Tommy Burns. He goes to the top of the goal square. There's Radley. He couldn't take the mark. Falls to ground. Chance for Jeffy Garlett. Handball over the top went to Fink. Fink has a snap at goal, and I think he's kicked it.
Big fella, he's back.
Beautiful snap by Fink. Put that one down for a snag of the day contender, thanks to Lucas Brothers Butchers, Alan Blackburn. So they've ticked the Solomon's Flooring and Blinds scoreboard over the Tigers. They go to 5-5-35. They trail the Warrnambool Blues 8-9-57, 22 points the difference, Scotty Carter. If they can just get some clean footy and use it a little bit better, they can be a little closer.
Yeah, good goal by young Fink there. He's a young guy and he's made a couple of blues today, but he stayed in the game. Yeah, he attacked the game, so good on him. They need consecutive goals as an understatement. I don't think they've kicked consecutive goals today, have they?
No, I don't think so.
Need to be able to string a couple together, yeah.
Yeah, that was his second.
Hey, boys, around the grounds all thanks to Matco Hire. South Warrnambool leading the charge at the Lura. 16 minutes gone, final term. 8-8-56 to 6-4-40, so an 18-point ball game. Here they go, the Tigers. Will they give a bit of a spring in their step? They had it, they lost it. Here they go, Peters. He's added some dash. Inside 50, Oakley will present. Cowling did well. Garlett almost read it nicely off the pack. Carter did well. Jackson trying to move it forward. Didn't get rid of it. They lost the loose ball. Here comes Morgan. Happy to see it over the boundary line for a boundary. Throw in, 48 out.
Anyway, Blackie, a little bit more urgency.
Peters has given a bit of drive, boys.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
They haven't had many clean goals, have they?
No,
they've had to work hard for it.
Well, they haven't hit a leading forward on a lead at all, have they?
Umpire to throw it in. 45 out from the Tigers' goal. They trail by 22. Oakley up against Van Beek. Done a good job, Van Beek. Barbary lost it in the sun. Van Beek did well to Finn Radley. Great game from number 32. So now it's Lowe chasing as well as Liam Bidmay. Now he's got some foot speed to use and he does it so beautifully, Bidmay, with a bounce. And he'll go towards half forward to Cody. Hits him out on the lead. Good work there by Proctor. Blackley Noted did well on the half volley to pick it up. He barges through and he looks to get the handball out. Awkward bounce. Tigers have got numbers. Piergross did well to Walsh. He works it back, but the boundary line's going to beat them all, and we'll have a boundary throw in about 80 out from the Warrnambool goal. 8-9-57 to 5-5-35. 22 points the margin in sunshine here at the Reed Oval.
Yeah, nicely done. And I tell you what, Finney Radley's running underneath us. He looked a little bit like, he's got the moustache a bit like Borat, I reckon. He's a big man. So here's a chance for the Tigers to go forward. Big kick to centre half forward. Jeffy! No,
makes it hard. Jeff Garlett versus Sam Cowling.
Against Cowling, you just can't do that for a little fella. So Sam Cowling's got to play a wide. It's Morgan. Morgan's got Jai Turlin wider if he wants him. No, he likes to go longer to Walters. Walters takes the mark. Did the old
Toby Green.
Yeah, old Toby Green there stuck the foot out. So I was going to say Joshy Walters. He's got the same number. Kicks long. Here we go. Fly they do, and up they go. Nobody could take the mark. The ball hits the ground. Here's a chance at ground level for Warrnambool. It's a little dribbler. It's been touched.
So Wells, was it?
Been touched. That might have been Orson Wells. So it's just that 1 point. So 8-10-58. The Warrnambool Blues leading Portland 5-5-35. We've played 22.
I like this.
And a half minutes of this third quarter here this afternoon.
Did I swear before?
The least contracting time.
Yeah, I think you dropped it, Alan.
It's been good fun here today. It's getting a little bit cooler. And Tildy's already got one jacket on. He wants another one. The ball's fell to the back. Here's Bell. Probably one of the Blues' best. Handball was good, controlling it nicely too. In the end was Wells again. It comes out towards Radley. Handball over the top to Lowe. Lowe gives it back to Walters. Walters has got time to turn onto his right boot, and you'll find Van Beek centre of the Reed Oval.
So Van Beek just holding up proceedings. Tim's offered something, but now he's just going to play on. He's got a bit of time to go inside forward 50. Big long kick. They fly high at the back there with the Blues. Bidmay causing some havoc in there with his contested work. Here comes Morgan Morris. I've liked his game. Kicks it out of bounds on the full and a free kick to the Tigers. Blackie.
I reckon Bidmay's been really good for the Blues, Tildy. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's an important player. They need him in.
They need him in the side.
What would you say? When the footy's there to be won, he's a super important player for him.
So clean.
Yeah.
So boundary throw-in will occur, so it must have just landed in. It looked like it might have just had a bit extra carry.
He's got that strength in his core, Blackie. He doesn't get knocked off the footy easy.
Yeah.
So Radley in the ruck almost brought it out to Walters, and he did successfully. Zach Dwyer looks to square it and centre it towards the top of the 10-yard square. One-on-one, and Angus Lowe.
Yeah.
Did it so beautifully, just judged it so nicely.
Good player.
And he'll look to kick his second of the day and to extend that lead back out to 29 points.
Yep.
Angus Lowe just reads the footy so well, and you're right, he's an underrated player that probably needs to get that tag off him because he's a consistent performer for the Blues each week, Till.
Someone that could come out and have a big bearing on a final, I reckon, Hilly. Yeah, I reckon he's a quality player.
So he's going to kick on the 45, about 15 metres out, comes in, and he's nailed his second.
Snagged it.
Great mark, great finish, and he's done so well. And the Blues, they jump to 9-10-64 to Portland 5-5-35, a 29-point ball game as we approach the 25-minute mark. Synod account stats, Blackie, all thanks to Spooky Synod.
Yeah, for this quarter, they've kicked 3 goals, 3. That's Warrnambool. Portland's kicked 1-3. 3 centre clearances to Portland, 1 to Warrnambool. Inside 50. Portland in front for that in this quarter, 14-12 at this stage. And Angus Lowe just kicked his second goal.
Angus Lowe, yeah.
Very good mark.
With 2 goals, of course, he's a contender for our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, which you, Alan Blackburn and Scotty Carter will be in charge of throughout the at the end of this game. Jai Turlin overran it. And little Daniel Jackson couldn't go nowhere. His fellow Maskell medalist, Jai Turlin, was on top of him. So here's Malcolm and Van Beek. Malcolm got the tap down, went to the back. Walters couldn't control it. Manane Ken, left foot kick to the 50, getting there and couldn't quite take the mark, was low. This gives Portland an opportunity to clear it, and they will this time through Lovell. He's kicked down the line. That's a good mark too, taken out there by Tenor Lovell. So he's going to play on. Now, what's he going to do? He's going to kick it at the top of the goal square. We need a mark. Fink at the back. No, it comes out to Radley. So Radley with his Borat moustache goes over the line. No, it's going to stay in. Well done by Ballantyne. Ballantyne recovers well. Got a handball out. It went out there towards Jakey Edwards. Turlin's in the road, grabs it, gets a little wobbler. It was smothered. Turlin got it back again. Then Morgan got it. He's kicked it out wide, but Walsh should mop up for the Tigers. He does. Gets a little, that was almost a little Brian Myers pass out there towards Cody Jones, but it wasn't good enough, and it's gone over the line out of bounds. You don't like the Geelong superlatives.
No, don't have to bring any Geelong things.
9-10-64 the Blues. 26 and a half minutes on the least contracting time clock. 5-5-35 the Portland Tigers.
I think the quaddie might be in a bit of strife, boys.
No surprises there, Scott. Hey, here's Oakley from the pack, left foot snap. It's going to drop short, and guess who takes the mark? Or out of bounds on the full.
Gee, I'm not sure about that. Was it?
And it was
it doesn't matter, does it?
Cowling. He'll go short, finds Carter. So Sammy Carter, one of the young emerging players of the Warrnambool Blues, played every game.
Played well in Garlett. They've had a good duel.
Not his best kick, so sort of the curse continues. When you wrap him up, he just
let you down.
Done, confirmed. Poor old Adam, he'll get to enjoy the slab, he'll get to enjoy the vouchers, but no collection from our racing gurus. So anyway, as always, next week.
He won it on default anyway.
Well, anyway.
No, he
slab will still be all right, Poss.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
So Toby Jennings going to have a set shot here, 45 out. We've played 27 and a half minutes, so we're getting closer towards three-quarter time. He's going to go the short kick on the lead, Tanner Lovell.
Well done.
Good vision, nice kick. And Tanner Lovell, he's in range. He's absolutely in range. And I've been impressed with this fella this year. I reckon he's been one of their best, if not their best, for the season of 2025, Tanner Lovell.
Young Jennings, Hilly, where's his brother play now?
Harris plays at Leopold.
Good player he was too.
And absolutely. And I wouldn't be surprised if they ask the question again next year. I think.
Is he a uni student down there?
No, I'm not sure. I think he works down there. Been there for a few seasons now.
Yep.
Lovell, he'll kick from 30, comes in. And has he done enough? No, he's pushed it to the right, and it's sort of just, that just earmarks the day it's been for the Tigers. They've had plenty of the footy, but just haven't been able to execute it at the right time.
Everything's been hard work.
Yep. Correct. So 5-6-36 Portland, 9-10-64 the Blues, 28 gone. And it's Austin Steer who's usually got the long sleevers with the kicking duties.
Yeah, he does, and he kicks it long down the line. Big Dan Weymouth stood his ground. Is that a mark over the bell? I don't think so. It was a bit ambitious to try and claim it. But Scotty Carter, they used to turn the air conditioners off to get you out of the nightclubs back in the day. I don't think they're trying to kick us out up here because it's freezing.
It's fresh, boss.
You blokes need to enough of that.
Oh, come on, boy. It is a bit fresh.
Weymouth and Malcolm. Oh, nice little pirouette there was by, that was Jennings, Toby. But the ball's gone over the line out of bounds. It'll be a boundary throw-in right in front of the Warrnambool coaches' boxes. And those boys down there, the Cunningtons, would be pretty happy at the moment because they lead 9-10-64, 5-6-36. So Toby, big Benny Malcolm again. Oh, that's a terrible throw-in. Surely they've got to recall that. Yeah, he's gonna. That's sensible. Because in the shadows down there, so the sunshine's about to disappear. What's wrong, Blackie?
Well, that's throwing.
No,
that's a better one. That's a better
So Malcolm got the tap down, but it actually ricocheted off Big Dan Weymouth's scone. And there'll be another ball up centre wing. So it's going to be Dan Weymouth again and Malcolm. Malcolm got the front position. Weymouth actually got the tap down in the end. It was nicely rowed by Ballantyne.
You can see here, boys, Mast will come back, man up here and just let Jackson Bell be the three here. And if you're Portland, you've got to go and man him up.
Alan Blackburn, B&B Furniture Plus Mobility Movement Solutions, and also Croydon Pharmacy bringing us our medical injury update. Any injuries of note down there?
No, I think they're just rotating through the interchange, just, their rotations that they go through. Nothing to speak of, although I think the coach, Lockie Hubbards, has got the jacket on over there in front of the... is that Lockie over there, rookie?
Yep.
So kick forward by Blackley, noted, but again Cowling gets the front position, gives it to Reggie Mast. Reggie plays on, he'll give it over the top to Bell. Bell's got one inside of him, he wants him, he gives it back to Cowling. Cowling's little chip down the line.
I don't think they went to air, I don't think.
Chipping in was Walsh. Walsh got it over to Edwards. Edwards was a little bit hesitant, and his kick smothered. It's gone over the line out of bounds. And there'll be a boundary
Well, it's about time we've done something for the day, rookie.
You're only 3K away, rookie.
Deep in the third quarter here this afternoon. We've played almost 31 minutes, 9-10-64 the Blues, Trent Hill, Portland 5-6-36.
Rookie, cut that one up and add it to the Blackenisms. And if you want for next week,
it'll go in there.
That is a sensational.
If you do, rookie, I'm fingering you every time you're...
You doing what?
Giving you a hand. Although I don't have to make any decisions. Usually go bold or...
Oh dear, as we're losing our marbles up here at the road. So boundary throw-in, long quarter, but the Blues have played a good brand of footy.
It's a long quarter.
28 minutes.
31.
31.
Oh, jeez, I've been put off too. What's going on here? Must be the air conditioning. So the kicked inside the Blues 450. Cody applies the pressure.
Almost in the back.
And they're all wrapped up. and we'll have a stoppage inside forward 50. After we get back after the break from three-quarter time, I'm going to catch up with Roma Britnell and also Dan Teen just to talk about today, and obviously the ceremonial before the game, and I know Dan's got something exciting that's being worked on for the last round as well between the Warrnambool Blues and Terang Mortlake, which is exciting for CJD.
Will be a big game too.
It will be a big game. Half-back flank. The Tigers get moving it towards that centre wing. Gathering it there was Lovell, approached it really strongly. Handballs it back to Hunter. They look to kick inside the centre square to Ballantyne. So Ballantyne's got Garland, who's got an absolute paddock, and he's 48 from home. Fink offers the lead. Jeffy, just go back and have a shot.
He's going to have to now.
The siren's gone, and it might just, if he can convert, just give the Tigers that small glimmer of hope.
Just out of his range, I reckon.
He's a fair way out.
He's kicked one.
He's pulled him back a couple of metres, Poss. Or is he going to... No, you're not allowed to take a run up, are you? You've got to stand.
Yeah, you've got to stand here.
So Garlett, at three-quarter time, he'll launch. No, it's just going to drop short. Weymouth gives it the volleyball spike, and it's three-quarter time. So a very funny third term. Warrnambool 9-10-64 to the Portland Tigers 5-6-36. We're going to take a break, gather our thoughts. We'll come back with Roma Britnell and also Dan Teen. And hopefully Blackie realises that rookie's 3Ks away and couldn't see the boundary line. This is Hampton League Live, your home of local football and netball.
3YB FM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk, and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
Badeness Rural is locally owned and committed to serving the needs of the local community with a huge range of over 6,500 products and services backed by almost 150 years of industry experience and knowledge. The range includes pet and stock feeds, dairy, beef and sheep farming supplies, hobby farm supplies, rural equipment and tools, plus agronomy services including seed and chemical supplies. Drop in and see the team today at Badeness Rural, corner Raglan Parade and Karamat Road, Warrnambool.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
The world's #1 training method is at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness. High altitude and oxygen training. Just add these to your training and feel the results. Find out more at Warrnambool 24/7 Gym and Fitness, Homemaker Centre, Warrnambool.
Dr. Xavier McKinnon here from the locally owned and operated Hampden Vet Clinic. We're now in Warrnambool and we're ready to look after your farm animals and available 24/7 if you need us. Pregnancy testing, lame cows, calf disbudding, we do it all.
Hampden Vets. Give them a call. They're good at what they do.
Time to get up, time to walk to the bus stop, open up the shop, time for you, time for me, loving everything you see. The sun is up, time to take on the world this time. Time to wake up, time to climb to the top. Welcome to the world where the sun is always gold and it's waiting just for you. Time to get into life where the sun is always gold. Sun gold.
If I want to buy that house, I'll need a conveyancer. I should get online and...
In 200 metres, take the third exit onto Liebig Street.
I didn't turn on my GPS. Okay, I'm turning right.
In 100 metres, your destination will be on the left.
On the left.
You have arrived at your destination.
Southwest Conveyancing, but... Oh, well, that makes sense.
Take the hints to get you on the right path to buying your home. Contact the Warrnambool office or southwestconveyancing.com.au.
Warrnambool's Harvey Norman is the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. See your local team of experts from all departments for the massive range of products from the world's biggest brands. Explore TVs, audio, white goods and small appliances. Laptops, PCs, mobile phones and smartwatches. Indoor, outdoor furniture and recliners. Bedding and bedroom furniture all in the one store. Get the best advice from the local experts at the destination for electrical, computers, bedding and furniture. Your locally owned Harvey Norman, Raglan Parade, Warrnambool.
It's a place for the coaches.
Pickles are coming off and the bacon's going on.
The defenders.
Oi. Ooh.
And those who love a good smother. What? And at full time, you always go home with the chocolates.
You gotta get down to Pontings, they're the expert crew, who are always here for you. It's where the locals go, and the tradies know. You gotta get down to Pontings, we've got ya.
The wait is over. All new Nissans have arrived in Warrnambool and it's been worth the wait too. Sharp modern design with the latest in all new tech and safety. Prepare to be moved by the all new Qashqai, Pathfinder and X-Trail. Come and see the team at Warrnambool Nissan today.
Hampton League Live.
For Warrnambool Nissan, Flying Horse Bar and Brewery, Warrnambool Sheet Metal, Luke Williams Real Estate and Pearson's Nursery.
94.5 3YB FM.
Oh, welcome back to Hampton League Live. It is three-quarter time. A later start here at the Reed Oval. And it is the Warrnambool Blues leading by 28 points, 9-10-64 to the Portland Tigers, 5-6-36. Around the grounds, all thanks to Matco Hire. And, well, live scoring at the Reed Oval suggests that Camperdown and South Warrnambool have played out a draw, 9-4-58 to 8-10-58. We'll try and find out a bit more information about that. Got two very special guests up in the box today, and I speak of our local members, federal member for Wannon Dantine and local member for South West Coast, Roma Britnell, in the building. Great to have you guys here, and it's been a very special day up here at the Warrnambool Football Club with the Kokoda match.
Yes, it is a great day. Every year we have this recognition of a really important Australian historical event where young men went off and really did turn about the history to keep our freedoms, and these young boys sort of reflect the age that are playing footy today. But what a great day for football.
Oh, terrific day. Sun shining, air, and great to see the federal member for Wannon Dantine. He's up here smiling. He's happy with local football and netball today.
Oh, Hilly, loving it. And I've got to say, Eyes and Matty, I reckon they might be on the interchange bench the way you blokes have been calling the game this afternoon. You're doing a magnificent job. And, I reckon they might be on the bench for a little bit longer the way you blokes are going.
Well, your good friend Matthew will be on the bench next week. He's got the birthday next week, so he won't be in attendance. But
no, I haven't scored the invite for that. I'll have to have a word to him.
Not sure where it's in the Constitution to have a birthday holiday, but he's having one.
It'll probably be a birthday week, I reckon.
Yeah, probably.
He makes his own rules. And, hey, Roma and Dan, you're great supporters of the Hampton Football Netball League. From your seeings over the weekends and stuff, you're happy with the way that local football and netball's going around the region?
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. And, to see it being played here between Portland and Warrnambool this afternoon, it's a cracking game of footy. The ovals keep improving, the facilities keep improving, the crowds are getting around it. It's fantastic. And we've got to make sure we keep getting behind it because it's so important to our local communities. To see the young kids out there. I was speaking to a mother who's got a girl who's played netball this morning and then she's doing the boundary umpiring. That sort of thing's just so fantastic for the young kids to be a part of it all. So it's great to see.
And there's plenty, sorry, Bram, but I was just going to say there's plenty happening both at state and federal level. It was great to see you secured some funding for that bridge at Port Fairy, Dan. That's fantastic because every time I drive over it, I think I'm going to end up in the Moyne.
It was fantastic.
Good,
$5 million $5 million bucks for that, and it was in the speed limit on it was getting lower and lower. Eventually, you're going to have to get out of your car and crawl across to make it.
It's getting patched up, so well done there for lobbying that, and lots of good things happening at state level too, Roma, from your point of view.
Absolutely. We had a win this week too with some weed management for the sides of our roads. We want to see that managed so much better. We're sick of people not realising we have good springs, except for last year, and it gets really dangerous when the roadsides get poorly managed. So I'll keep an eye on that, but pretty happy with that. But great to see the netball today too. We're very, very lucky that we have netball and football in the same precinct, and it's so important for our community because we can get behind the whole, males and females, and of course we've got females playing footy as well. But it's just great that we can bring the families together and watch, both games at the same time. That doesn't happen everywhere. We're very lucky.
No, you're right, absolutely right. And Dan, before we let you go, I know there's a special day at Terang Mortlake when they play Warrnambool for CJD. I know the Bloods have been working hard to get a special CJD football jumper, and I know it's along the lines with what you and Maddie Stewart and the Kanar family have done over the last couple of years with the run for CJD as well.
Yeah, fantastic. Saturday, 30 August, it's the last round. Warrnambool travelling Terang Mortlake. Should be a cracking game of footy. We're going to run from Warrnambool to Terang Mortlake and then watch the game. And I've had a sneak preview of the special jumper. Looks absolutely magnificent, so it'll be great. So we'll all be there. We want as many people to come along. They're going to donate the gate, as I understand it, to CJD for research. So it's just fantastic. And it'll be it's a little bit of a smaller edition because we've done Adelaide to Terang and Warrnambool, Canberra to Warrnambool. So this one's a little smaller, but it'll still be a great for the cause. So big thank you to Terang Mortlake, especially for being part of the day.
Fantastic. Roma and Dan, thanks for jumping on, and it's always great to have you guys at our local football and netball games, and keep up the good work.
Thanks, boys, and thanks for having us.
Dan, Teen and Roma Britton, all our local members, and they do a great job, that is for sure, for the South West Coast and for the federal seat of Warrnambool. Final quarter started here. The Blues have conceded the first behind, and it's the Tigers on that outer side wing through Hunter. So they've just got a little bit of urgency in their step at the moment. Hunter gets the follow-up. Now they go through Cade Lovell looking for a teammate in Malcolm. So they're inside, or outside just the forward 50. Edwards standing tall. Edwards takes the mark, 45 from home. And, well, Tildy, they've just got their hands on the footy early, the Portland Tigers, so they're not giving themselves a chance.
No, just need to convert, Hilly, don't they? Here we go.
Good kick. Finds Jackson just lurking by himself, and he gets him closer and within range.
I think Walker, Owen Boyce might have had a shot from 50 after the Sirens kicked a point to draw the game down there.
Gee whiz. So a close one down at the Lure Oval.
What's that do to the top three?
So the ladder, as it stands, South will go to second on 38 points, but if Warrnambool prevail here, they jump into second. South will go to third after round 15. So Jackson comes in, gives it absolutely everything. Beautiful. And the 2022 Maskell medalist doesn't disappoint. He kicks his first of the day, and he gives the Tigers a small glimmer of hope. They trail by 21. 2.5 minutes gone. Black is in this final term.
Yeah, good start. Good start inside 50s. I've had first three inside 50s. Kick 1 goal once, so it's a good start. If they can keep going. As you say, we haven't had consecutive goals all day, I don't think, so they need to keep going.
Yeah, they do, and it was just that little patch in that second quarter where the Blues got away, Tildy. Apart from that, Portland have just hung in, haven't they? And look, to be honest, they haven't played their greatest game of footy, but they're still in the game.
Their endeavour's been there for the whole day, Poss. You've got to give them that much.
Has been. Here's a clearance from the Blues. It comes down towards low. Talk about Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day, has to come into contention. That's a good kick by Morgan. Went over the head of Bidmaid, mopping up his Walsh. He's been good too. Gets it back to the goal kicker in Jackson. He gets it again. Done. Well done, Daniel Jackson. That's terrific. His kick goes wide as it stayed in play.
Yeah, it has. Lovell.
That's marked to Lovell. So Lovell on the wing. And what's happening here? The central umpires come in and just checking with the band. Well, the boundary umpire didn't make a decision, so I'm not sure what the problem is. Should be just a clear-cut mark.
Throw it in, he says.
Throw it in. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyway, throw in, wing position. In the shadows now, Reed Oval here this afternoon. Been a magnificent day, not one breath of wind. 9:10:64, 6:7:43 the Tigers. We've played almost just over 4 minutes in this last quarter. So Malcolm and Van Beek. How many times we've called that? So Manane grabs it, he's tackled. And the umpire said he's going nowhere, so he'll ball it up. Slap bang on the wing position.
And just repeating, Poss, Lure Oval, a draw.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? I think
Camperdown and South Warrnambool.
The first draw for the year?
Yes.
I think it is, yeah. So here's a chance out of defence for the Tigers, and that was Moody. Grabbed out there by Bidmaid. Bidmaid got it across to... Was that Radley?
Yep.
And he's missed, but touched. So there'll be a boundary throw-in. Well done, well picked up there, Alan Blackburn. Deep in the forward pocket for the Warrnambool Blues. They lead by 21 points. And they'll be looking to add to that here because they got the ball deep in the forward line. So it's going to be Weymouth this time against Malcolm. Malcolm comes from behind, gets front position. Could have been a push at the back end, was. And Benny Malcolm will relieve from deep in defence.
Very well positioned there, the umpire.
They haven't made many positional moves, have they, really, Portland?
They've backed themselves in, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have. I thought Moody or Blackley Noda might have gone forward, but they're sort of stuck to their plan.
So Blackley Noda goes out wide. Sam Cowling, first responder, goes to Jaden Wells, or as Poss likes to call him, Awesome Wells. Here they go, the Blues inside forward 50 through Arts. Backing back there was Edwards. Reggie Mast in the pocket. Wrapped up straight away, and he had no chance to get rid of it. Edwards was right on his backside, and a free kick will go to Josh Edwards for the Portland Tigers. So 21 points the margin, 9-10 to 6-7. Edwards has to be good via foot ears, and he finds Ben Malcolm. He'll go corridor to Barbary, finds him well. So if they're quick enough, they've got some players that are out there on the outside. They've just got a bit of space on their opponent, but the kick wasn't great. And the Blues...
Good pressure by Dwyer.
It was. Radley takes the mark, and that's Eamon, 55 from home. Plays on straight away, goes wide with the kick, and it goes out of bounds on the full. And the Tigers, will they get another chance to repel and move it forward?
Yeah, they will.
The Blues have actually butchered the footy a little bit this quarter thus far, boys.
Yeah, they have. They're rushing it a little bit, aren't they?
Excuse me.
So the ball's with Moody, deep in that back pocket. He licks to go short, just carried a fingertip.
Oh, that stretched the hammies, Poss.
Did late in the day, you don't want that, but he's only a young fella.
Yeah, true.
And that's Cade Lovell. So Lovell plays on. He goes down the line of the wing position, marking contest. Up they go, big fly from behind. That was by Radley, couldn't complete the mark. At ground level there was little Daniel Jackson. He couldn't control it. Here's a chance now to go forward through Toby Jennings. Toby Jennings goes into the centre to Ballantyne. So the kick goes forward over the top. Running back onto it was Barbary, but he couldn't control it. Now he's done pretty well there, actually, in the end, the young fella. Now he's got another chance, but Stack's on the mill and they'll force a stoppage, the Blues. Right on the half-forward flank on the point of the square. So Portland kicking to the town end here today. Not that there's been an advantage of either end. It's been magnificent conditions. So up they go. Burns went up for Portland. The ball spills to ground to Radley, but judging it better was Blackley Noda. He's been terrific. Talk about Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. His name will be mentioned. Up they go. Big jump from behind. Cowling got one in the back. Here's a snap at goal for Portland, and that's a goal.
Ballantyne.
That's Ballantyne. So they edge a little closer. 8-7 or 7-7-49 to 9-10-64. So what's that? 15 points. And we've just played 8 minutes of this final quarter. Alan Blackburn for B&B Furniture Plus Mobility and Movement Solutions. The Senate's account and stats in terms of inside 50s probably have to be dominated by Portland this last quarter.
Yeah, 4-4, so they haven't had much inside 50. Only played about 6 or 7 minutes, but a good finish, and they've put them within distance now, 15 points.
Yeah,
4
15
entries
points.
for 2 goals.
Yeah.
Good return.
So the Tigers, they're giving themselves a hope here. Back around the grounds, all thanks to Matco High. It was a draw up the Lure Oval, 58 apiece. Here they go, the Blues. They're trying to trap it through Manane. Gets it to Turlin. Left foot snap towards half forward. Awkward bounce. Moody's there. Here comes Tanner Lovell. So Lovell goes short via foot, finds Burns. And he can go to a running Connor Peters, who breaks the lines, takes the bounce. Smothered kick in the end. They did well, the Blues there by Cowling. They go in again, Ballantyne. He's wrapped up by Cowling. He's not going anywhere. Cowling's one of the strongest in the comp, and a free kick's been given away. So Jamo Ballantyne wants to play on. He's going to go towards Fink in the pocket. And Chad, got it. Big Chad takes the contested mark.
Oh, he's got cramp, has he?
Oh, I think he's got a crook knee.
I don't think it's Chad. I reckon it's actually Will Hunter. So Hunter takes the contested mark. No, it is Fink.
Yeah, it's a big fella that flew from the specky.
They've got the similar boots, and Fink will have a set shot, 20 metres out, 45-degree angle, a little bit proppy on the leg, and he's looking to get the margin back to 9 points, and he's kicked 2 already this afternoon. So Chad Fink, wearing the 63, a young, exciting player for the Tigers, comes in, and he's home. They're back within 9 points. He's kicked his third, Chad Fink, and the Tigers have had a bit of a run on.
Wow,
8-7-55 to 9-10-64. 10 minutes ticked over, Tildy, and the Tigers are just mounting a comeback.
We didn't see this coming, Hilly, to be honest. I thought the Blues were in absolute total control at three-quarter time, but for the good of the game, it's fantastic to see. We've actually got a game on for sure here now. Obviously, centre clearances is vital here, but I think the move that's really sparked, and the man who sparked the Tigers here has been Ballantyne. He's a quality player. The first time I've had a look at him, he's a very good mover. And the other thing, to Portland's credit, is they're doing this without their coach. I don't think Hupster's come back on after half-time.
No, he hasn't. So we'll have to check that out there for Koroyd Pharmacy for a medical update if we can find one. Boys, too, I want to also mention, too, I think Proctor's job on Cody today has been very
hasn't
good.
Kicked a goal.
Hasn't kicked a goal, and hasn't a lot of it. So that's a very good job. So that's a win. So they're well and truly back in at the Tigers. But that's going to be the Blues that go forward. But no, Not before. That was beautifully done by little Connor Peters, I reckon it was. Now here's Jeffy in some space. Jeffy will have a bounce. He'll run to 50. He squares it up. Oh, interception by Radley. He gathers at ground level. No, it was Cowling. Now it's gone out wide. This is Liam Bidmade. He'll kick down the line looking for Radley, or also Lowe. Lowe couldn't mark it. Nobody touched it in the end. The ball falls to back there towards Joshy Edwards. Now there's a chance for chipping in was Manane. He was tackled, dropped it. No, said the umpire. It's gone over the line out of bounds. Boundary throw in. And the heat's gone up. Alan Blackburn, 11 and a half minutes last quarter, 8-7-55. 9 points in arrears. The Portland Tigers, Warrnambool 9-10-64.
Yeah, it certainly has. Portland's lifted a gear, and Jeffy would like that again. But anyway, it's just the way that they've probably been playing all day. But good contest.
Bradley in the ruck. He got it moving forward via foot. Setting himself there was Edwards. Handball straight to Lowe. Well, it wasn't his best kick inside forward 50. Has come off the side of his boot. Morgan Morris evades. Right foot snap. Cody up against Proctor. It's been a great duel all day. Awkward bounce. It goes to Piergros. Over the hand he goes to Proctor. Short kick.
Just had to hit a target there.
He just had to get it over there towards Edwards, who had a bit of time and space. And the boundary beats them all. 55 metres out from the Blues goal. So a couple of little errors there, and you can sort of see a few of the boys are getting tired. Lowe just having a spell, a little bit of cramp as he comes off. And it's a 9-point ball game. We've got a ripper here at the Reed Oval. Boundary throw in, Malcolm front position. Waiting at the back there was Ballantyne. Handball to Lovell. Got the little handball out to Edwards, who goes on the left boot. Bounces awkwardly. Barbary tried to scoop it up. Jennings did. They've got some players around the contest. Taking it off the football. Good tackle there by the Blues. Here comes Tommy Burns. Over the top he goes. Inside 50. It's a one-on-one. Jennings. Over the back. Sitting there was Wells. He gets it to Jackson Bell. And Bell looks to get it outside defensive 50. But Peters comes on. Edwards did well to Walsh. Walsh goes. Looks to square the kick, but only as far as Bidmade across half.
Yeah, Bidmade a fingertipper on his knees there. Jackie Walsh had won his time over there again, but we did say at the start of the game the Portland want to be running in the last minute, and I think they look like they're a little bit fitter at the moment. Bidmade gets another opportunity. He retreats. It's a kick down the line. Marking contest. Ballantyne in front. Couldn't quite complete the marker. Came out to Dwyer. Dwyer got it to Morgan. Morgan's kick towards Cody. Just when we said that Proctor was getting on top, Cody's taken a nice contested mark, and he'll go back and have a shot for his first of the afternoon. He'll kick from almost about 50 metres by the time he has his kick. And they badly need a settler, the Blues. That's no doubt about that, because they lead just by 9 points, Blackie.
It was just one of them floating kicks, and the man in front was always going to mark that, wasn't it? Just
he's very good at not getting worked under the ball. He holds his ground really well,
So Luke Cody in the pink boots this afternoon.
Hasn't kicked a goal.
Hasn't. The league's leading goal kicker. Deliberate shot, no real angle to speak of. He'll come in, he'll kick a drop punt on its way. I think he's put it through as he has. He's missed to the left. Just faded at the last minute. So 1 point only, 9-11-65. 10-point advantage the Blues over the Tigers, 8-7-55.
And that's the first goal for the quarter. Warrnambool kicked 1 point. Portland's kicked 3-1.
Yeah, Blackley Noda plays on. Gee, that's a good kick too. Got it really deep and a nice mark. Gee, I tell you what, he had a fair bit of it. And didn't pay the mark, and little Daniel Jackson at ground level will cause a stoppage.
So right on centre wing out of side, it's 9-11-65 to 8-7-55, 10 points the margin. Van Beek with a nice tap down. Manane dispossessed, loose football. Edwards, who's been busy. 50-50 contest once again. There's been plenty of those in this final term. Bidmade in there for the Blues. And we'll go still on that centre wing out of side to resume play with umpire Ramez. So Malcolm, Van Beek, been a good battle. Edwards tried to get it moving forward. Malcolm tried to feed the handball out, but it was stuck to him. And again, we're going to go for another stoppage on that outer side. So it's 10 points the margin. Good tap down. Well done there by Wells. Just got it and got it moving up forward. Peters, who's been great in the second half, got it moving with a fist. Jackson out wide. They did well. Here comes the Tigers, needing to find a target. Through the fingers there of Jennings, who presented well, and the ball goes over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw-in. So 15 and a half minutes gone. Still plenty of game time left, but the Blues, they're just holding on at the moment. with the Tigers, moving the ball and trying to get it forward 50 as much as they can, Tildy.
Yeah, it's very interesting encounter now. I think the Blues have got a bit of a bonus being able to play Cowling down at that centre half-back position, boys. He's just rock solid back there.
So here's Van Beek, got the tap down only as far as Garlett. He sharked that nicely, kicked it down towards centre half forward and up and unopposed. Is that Valentine
again, I think. Yep.
Good mark. I tell you what, he's got players running. Oh, now he's called him to play on. Got it across quickly there towards Tanner level. Oh, he's dropped the mark. Now it's picked up and they'll relieve through Wells. But no, they won't. Little Jackie Walsh is in there. Oh, mistakes everywhere. It's picked up by Bidmate. Kicks it down the line. A good kick looking for Walters. He looks tired, as does his opponent. So they're having a real ding-dong battle there. Might have been too high. Was that on Lovell or was that Piergross there or even Barbary? I'm not quite sure who it was in the end. It might have been little Barbary, was it?
Interesting call for the play-on call. You see it all the time in AFL, don't you? He might have took a step, though, I reckon, did he?
Might have. Ball up.
I think he was trying to milk 50.
Yeah. Malcolm got it to Jackson. Jackson went down the line. The ball's going to stay in play. Oh, it's bowled, clean bowled, everyone.
3-on-1.
Here's a chance now out there for Hunter. Will Hunter kicks it. 2-on-2 down there. Mark almost. Spills to the back. No, Cowling got it. Put his player under pressure. In Morgan went. And it spills out the back. Oh, that's holding the ball, surely.
Oh,
too high. Oh, dear, oh, dear. That was almost a free kick to Portland, which would have given him a shot on goal.
The game's gone up a notch, Pops.
Oh, 7.5 minutes, Hilly.
10 points the margin. Good kick to Hugo Arts on that outer side half-back flank. He's going to draw the play of Bidmate. Further down the ground is Morgan Morris. And the ball goes over the boundary line right in front of the Warrnambool bench. I'll tell you what, it's brought everything this final term. Some excitement, Blackie.
Just a bit aggressive on the tackle, I think. One a little bit too aggressive on the tackle.
A bit hard to see from here, Blackie, but you're probably right, mate. Sam Cunnington, welcome to coaching 2 weeks ago.
Look at him on the bench there.
A couple of heart stoppers for Cunners. Manane in there, as is Daniel Jackson. The midfield battle's been enticing to see today. It's been terrific. And umpire Dwyer will get it going once again.
Both sides with even numbers inside the forward arcs now too, boys.
Lovell read it really well. Edwards bounces favourably, moves it forward. Half forward line to destination. High bouncing ball. Gathered by Ballantyne. Free kick to the Tigers. So Ballantyne, being a barometer, goes inside forward 50 the Tigers. Good defensive work there by the Blues. Play on. Hunter holds things up. And Cowling did really well. There was 2 Blues that jumped at it. They got the fist in, and they did what they had to, and they caused a stoppage inside the forward 50 for the Tigers.
Provided a spark, Ballantyne, boys.
So ball to be thrown up. 10 points to the margin. They jump. Fink jumps high. Van Beek in there as well. Loose football. Jackson looks to shorten the kick to a teammate on the lead. Couldn't take the mark. Well done, Jackson Bell, and they get it out of defensive 50, the Blues.
Yeah, the defensive now. There's a running race. Oh, it's going to favour Portland in the end because it bounced up nicely. That was for Peters, I think it was down there. Here's Blackley Noda inside 50. They need a mark, but they don't get one because Sammy Cowling chips in.
Yeah, himself and Jackson is holding up pretty well down there.
Sammy.
Almost uncontested in the end. He got it out to Walters. So Geordie Walters, he can just stand there and size up his options. Now he elects to go forward. It's a wobbly old kick. So all the numbers here are with Portland, and one of them is Edwards. He goes short. Good kick too. Gee, this last quarter of Daniel Jackson has been outstanding.
Unbelievable.
Yes.
So he's got to play on now. He's kicked it up. They need this mark. Jeffy Garlett, he's outsized, but he's done well. He forced the ball to the ground, but it only went as far as Walters. Walters' little chip went to... that was Radley, and a good mark taking out there.
Is that Morgan?
It might be Morgan.
Probably not the best place to kick it, was it, from Jackson?
That's not either, because I think it's gone out in the full. No, it hasn't. It's been touched over the line and out of bounds. It's one of those games, Tildy, where if Warrnambool get the next goal, it's probably done.
It is, but I actually think the Blues' defence in the last 2 or 3 minutes stood up pretty well.
Yeah, Portland kicked the next goal. It's as good as even.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
So very, very interesting times in the next couple of minutes.
10 points the margin at 65-55. The Blues. How many goals this last quarter for the Tigers, Blackie?
3-1 to 1 point for the quarter.
So they've had a good quarter. They're fighting tooth and nail. They want to keep their spot inside the 5 secured, because if they drop it, the Tigers, the Bloods are lurking just outside. Outer side wing. Malcolm, Van Beek. They've rucked it tirelessly. In there is Jackson, too high, free kick for the Tigers.
He's lifted, hasn't he?
Jacko and Ballantyne. He finds Connor Peters.
He's been pretty good after half-time too.
He'll go short, and he's got Edwards, who's been really good after half-time. So Edwards now, where will he go? He's going to go short on the lead. Kick has to be good. He's looking for Burns. Roving was Walsh. Had it, lost it. At times, I think the oval feels like it's been an ice skating rink because that many times we've seen players slip. Here comes Morgan Morris, taps it onto advantage. Did well, gathered Peters on his backside. Now it's Morgan Morris, looks to centre the kick. Edwards front position, tries to gather. That was Josh. Well done, Eamon Radley. Inside forward 50. Turlin at the back. Jai keeps his footing. Chasing there is Proctor, Soccer, Moody, handballs to Proctor, great hands, Lovell now, he's got some players on that outer side, Blackley Noda one of those.
Yeah, and he's going to clear Blackley Noda because he's got a player riding shotgun and it's Tanner Lovell, so Tanner Lovell goes down the line, looking for Jeffy Garlett, dodges one, dodges two, gives it backwards, got it back again, Jeffy, he's got a flashback to his Melbourne days, kicks it down the line, but Cowling's in front again.
Cowling, put that down.
He's like a brick wall, one of those ones that's got Carter builds.
Yeah.
And he's been absolute rocket your bolt down there.
I've been a big rapping Ballantyne after half-time here, boys, but in that situation, you just got to bring the footy to the ground when you're caught
Cowling
behind.
goes wide for Van Beek, but he's missed it. It's gone over the line and out of bounds. So 22 minutes gone. You'd think the time is now becoming a little bit of an issue for the Tigers. And it's going to be difficult for them to, they need to kick this next goal pretty quickly. So, incidentally, bad news at Russells Creek, 44-17, 281 to 213 to South Rovers, which is unfortunate. The Creeker boys are celebrating their premiership wins. There's a kick down towards centre half forward. So, Ballantyne, he's there. He's overran it. And it's going to be cleared by the Blues. And that man Lowe, I tell you what, I talk about Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day. He's got to be in contention. Gives it to Dwyer. Dwyer to the pocket. Cody couldn't quite take the mark. He butters up well, though, at ground level. Now he's over it. It comes to Reggie Mast. Mast got it to Bidmade. Tight angle, snap it, goal! I tell you what. Gee, I tell you what, he would have took the snags, the sausages, the chops, and everything down there if he had
even your pinwheels.
Even me pinwheels, Ellie.
I reckon Moody will be pretty aggressive with this one, boys.
11 points, Trent Hill, 9-12, 66, 8-7, 55, the Portland Tigers.
23 gone, Blackers.
Yeah, great contest. They've lifted, haven't they? They're just a couple of kicks inside 50, but that didn't go to win astray, but they've come to play in this last quarter.
Moody with the kick out, front position, the Blues. Manane awaiting, wrapped up, not going anywhere. They've asked a question, the Tigers.
Could have been high too.
Byrne wrapped him up, so on the point of the centre square, favouring the Blues forward 50 end. Van Beek up against Malcolm. It just sounds like we're on repeat, but there's been plenty of it. Lost it. Jake Edwards there. Kick out by Manane was smothered. Here's Jackson. Feeds it out to Tanner Lovell. They've had a lot of it. Jack Walsh. Ready at best was Liam Bidmade. 50 from home. And he sprays it off the boots. And it's out of bounds on the full free kick to the Portland Tigers.
Try to switch here.
So,
yeah, it's on.
Moody. They're asking for it. Short kick has to be good to Edwards. Here's Oakley reads it best, dangerous. Edwards was able to get into trouble and he bowled over his own teammate. Ricochets, Cody, right foot snap across the face, and it's going to go in the hands of Moody, and he's going to play on. Here's Moody's short kick, finds Cade Lovell. Lovell's got Edwards down the centre wing. If he can find him, he's good enough, but he finds Blackley Noda. Wants to play at all costs. Tanner Blackley Noda goes in towards half forward. The Tigers, awkward bounce inside forward 50. They're giving it a red hot crack, but the Blues defence through Van Beek's great. Bidmade has to take on Garlett. Garlett did really well. Feeds the handball. Looking for Walsh. He dishes it up. Here's Walsh. Sidesteps. Gets it to a teammate. Snap around the body from Tanner Lovell. And he kicks it out of bounds on the full. Free kick to the Warrnambool Blues.
I tell you what, Jeffy Garlett's last quarter's been pretty good too, hasn't it? And Daniel Jackson's been outstanding. They're doing all the attacking. The Tigers, can the Blues hang on? We've ticked into 25 minutes last quarter. 3YB Coast FM. 3YB Hampton League Live match of the day here this afternoon. We've got a beauty. Here's a chance going forward. It's Ballantyne, is it?
Burns.
So Burns is marked at 45 metres out.
fairway out, boys.
Yeah, he likes his chance. He's going to kick from 50 or just inside. But, gee, if he doesn't make the distance, they need a crumb because a goal here is going to make it very interesting. Burns comes in, drop putter. Tell you what, it's on its way to goal. He's kicked the goal. He's kicked the Lucas Brothers Butcher Stag of the day at the 26-minute mark of the final quarter. And we have got a 5-point ball game. Warrnambool 9-12, 66. Portland 9-7, 61. Tildy Carter, he thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it on my own. He went back and went bang.
To be honest, I think Posse's just about being their most consistent player across 4 quarters. And, what was he, 50 out, wasn't he? I'm tired. Yeah. And kicked it over the fence nearly.
Oh, heavens above.
What are we down to? 4 points, is it? 5 points.
Big centre clearance here, boys.
26 minutes gone. Malcolm and the big man Weymouth in the ruck. Lovell's there. Overrunning there was Lowe. They go in once again. Peters. The Blues are just holding it up, and Walters did really well.
3 minutes to go, do you reckon, Hilly?
Yeah, wouldn't be much time.
4 goals.
4 goals.
4 goals for the quarter.
A lot of stoppages.
So Weymouth and Malcolm. Here they go at the back, Peters. Handballs, finds Daniel Jackson. Via hand he goes to Edwards. Edwards now, that's Jake. Inside 50, Fink flies. Radley did well. He's got to take on 2. Free kick maybe. Loose football. That's a stoppage inside forward 50 for the Portland Tigers, 40 from home. 9-7-61 Portland, 9-12-66 the Blues. Oh, I'll tell you what, she's nervous stuff here at the Reed Oval. Fink with the tap down. Awaiting there was Burns. He's been enormous over 4 quarters. The Blues did really well to pump it out, and they're trying to get it moving through low. Here comes Jackson Bell. Nice kick, punched away. Tigers have got numbers. Looking towards a teammate in Edwards to Cade Lovell. Via hand he goes to his brother Tanner. Left foot kick inside forward 50. 1-on-1. Radley's there. Awkward bounce. The Blues get it favourably through Wells. They're tackled to the ground. Burns in there once again. Stoppage will occur 40 out from the Portland goal.
Yeah, well, here we go. It's an opportunity here at this stoppage if they can win a clearance.
They need to try to make some space down there, Portland.
It's going to be Weymouth up against Malcolm. The ball falls to the back. It's grabbed. Everybody's trying to get a piece of it. It's spilled out the back. It's a chance for Portland. Back over the top. They got numbers here, but good tackle applied and it's forced another stoppage. That down there was by
Morgan Morris tackle,
I think it was. So, so up we go again. Malcolm at the front got the tap down. Weymouth tried to bot her up. Taken away by Walters was good, but a good mark. Oh, he's dropped it. Should have taken it. He's scooped it back out. Here's a chance for the Blues. Picked up by Reggie Mast. A little kick inside.
There's the siren.
The siren's gone. The siren's gone and the Blues have hung on in an absolute thriller here this afternoon at Reed Oval. Warrnambool 9-12-66 have defeated a gallant Portland 9-7-61. They kicked 4 goals to 2 points in that last quarter, but it wasn't enough due to some resolute defence, particularly by Sammy Cowland, Scotty Carter and Alan Blackburn, but what a thriller.
Well, it was in the end, Poss. I think it's a game that, to be fair, probably didn't reach any great heights for 3 quarters, and then after that it was terrific. I thought the Blues were in total control at three-quarter time, to be honest, but to Portland's credit, they really dug in and they were running on top of the ground in the last quarter. They had all the play, and you were right. Cowling really held up strong for the Blues cross half-back, along with Jackson Bell back there. But, I tell you what, another 2 or 3 minutes, it would have been very interesting. But, the Blues have found a way to get it done. A relief for Sam Cunnington. 2 nail-biters in his 2 games as coach so far. And for the Blues, those 4 points are going to be vital come the end of the season, aren't they?
Absolutely. And it's one of those games when you sit out and analyse it too, Tildy, that, look, if you were put into this scenario and knew you were going to win, you'd probably take this scenario because it meant that their defence had to stand up when they were under enormous pressure. And I think they'd done that, particularly Cowling. And, they were winning the ball across the midfield in that last couple of minutes. They just kept pumping it back in. But the Blues, somehow, if they couldn't take an uncontested mark or a contested mark, they at least forced a stoppage, didn't they? So
they did, yeah.
So they were really good. It was a really good scrap and a really good hit-out and rehearsal for what could be a cutthroat final. Who knows? These 2 teams could meet again in about 3 or 4 weeks' time.
Possibly.
In an elimination final. But a great exhibition of our great game here this afternoon. There's no doubt about that. And gee, I tell you what, you or Blackie are going to find it hard to pick our Matthews Petroleum Player of the Day because the Portland players really come into the equation in that last quarter.
Oh, they did. Jackson's last quarter was awesome. Ballantyne's last quarter was very good. I thought Malcolm got on top in the ruck in the last quarter. I liked the game of Burns. I thought Burns was just about their most consistent across 4 quarters. Garlick got a fair bit of the footy. Blackley I thought he was pretty reasonable across 4 quarters. For the Blues, well, they didn't have a lot of great top players in the last quarter, but Cowling was really that rock of Gibraltar back there for him. Bell was pretty good in the last quarter also. But, at the end of the day, they've got the 4 points. They're probably sitting second on the ladder, and they've got through this game with no injuries, which is pretty important come round 15.
Yeah, it is, and it's, look, credit to Warrnambool. I mean, when you looked at them probably 3 or 4, 5 weeks into the season, you were thinking, well, they might be an outside chance to make the 5.
That's right, might fall in the 5th.
Yeah. And here they are, potentially going to go in with a double chance. So
yes,
you've got to take their hat off to them and to be able to do what they do in terms of Doc being away with his work situation, and then, for Sammy Cunnington to step in and the process just continues. That says a lot for their coaching group too. We're going to go down to Alan Blackburn because he's going to grab a player down there, and it's going to be Sammy Cowling, who was absolutely fantastic in that last quarter. Alan Blackburn.
Yeah, thanks, boss. Great game, Sammy. They came at us in the last quarter, but just held strong.
Yeah, my word, they did. We knew at 3/4 time they weren't going to go away. They're a proud club, Portland. Got some really top-end talent as well. So, yeah, they put the fight up to us, absolutely.
And, mate, Sam Cunnington taking over. This coaching caper's pretty hard.
Absolutely, yeah. He's done really well. So he's got a good team around him. Obviously, the older brother's looking after him as well as Simon Perry. It's just good. We know that we have confidence in our coaching group that when Doc's not available for us, Sammy can step up into the role. So.
And, mate, you enjoying down the back line, you and Dinger Bell and probably Austin Steer back there as well?
There's a lot of finger pointing going on down there. I don't know who man's up these days, but look, it is working well. We're enjoying our time together. A couple of young boys in there with Sammy Carter and Hugo Arts, as well as Finn Radley's only 24 too. So it's a really good blend down there. Yeah.
And mate, the Roosters and the Magpies had a draw, so I think they're in second spot.
How tight is it? Ridiculous. Yeah. Obviously 15 years, 14 years in the comp. It's never been this interesting for the spectators. So yeah, look out for the next month of footy.
Well played, mate.
Thanks, boys. Cheers.
On your Blackers, great stuff there with Sam Cowling, who was terrific. And you speak, I think Poss might have made the call. He's just like a brick wall. He just doesn't give anything. And he was huge in that last quarter when they had, I was looking at Blackie's stats, for Syndicount stats, 17-7 inside forward 50. So they were inundated. And I'll tell you what, he would have been at the forefront of a lot of them. Hey, boys, we better take a break here on Hampton League Live. It is a post-game brought to you by Conquest Pools and Bojangles Pizza. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind smashing a little Bowies tonight. It is a very good product down in Library Street, Warrnambool. When we return, we'll go through all our awards. We'll go through the other game up the Lura Oval as well with much, much more. This is Hampton League Live, your home of local footy and netball.
3YBFM's Hampton League Live.
For our broadcast partners, Warrnambool Nissan, Badeness Rural, McDonald's Warrnambool Eastern Central, Sungold Fresh Local Milk and Harvey Norman Warrnambool.